North Little Rock defense is. If you get into second and long, third and long, it's going to be a long night.
There you have it. Not only that, you don't need to play from behind, not just the chains, but don't spot them 28
there you go.
Did with Conway last week, and 17 but with Catholic the week before. We've had a little technical difficulty tonight with our coaches show. We apologize for that, but I'd like to say thank you and welcome to our broadcast partners tonight, AASR 92.7 Little Rock and ARSN, the Arkansas Sports Radio Network. Tonight's pregame sponsor, as always, is La Herta Grill. Red Zone sponsor, Burton Pools and Spas. Halftime sponsor, Weichert Realtors, King Realty Group. Field goals and extra points. Hopefully there's a lot of those. Cherry Berry. Post-game sponsor, Ventress Funeral Home. Player of the game, A to Z Variety Stores. Our game sponsors are Nabholz Construction, Armstrong Bank, Golden Corral, J.D. Byrider, Blaylock Heat and Air, Played Again Sports, First National Bank of Fort Smith, Crabtree RV, and Sawyer's. We're going to take a break and be back. More pregame talk right after this word. Sawyer's, this is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Hi, this is Buzz Sawyer. We've come a long way since 1988. Along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. My company has grown in one of the largest in Arkansas and Oklahoma, installing sunrooms, concrete driveways and patios, replacement windows, siding, and other products. Sawyer's offers 100% financing with low monthly payments for any of your projects. Give us a call at 649-4600 or come by our showroom at 8605 Highway 271 South in Fort Smith. Armstrong Bank is a proud supporter of the Northside High School Grizzlies. Wishing you good luck and a great season from our team to yours. We are family-owned and operated and have been since 1909. With 4 convenient locations now in Fort Smith, our friendly and knowledgeable staff is excited to get to know you and ready to serve your financial needs. Come see us today and we'll show you the Armstrong difference. For hours and locations, please visit our website at www.armstrongbank.com.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV in Alma. Football season is here, and whether you're tailgating with the Razorbacks or enjoying the great outdoors, Crabtree can help you experience the natural state. Our giant indoor showroom makes shopping enjoyable with hundreds to choose from. You're sure to find the right RV for any budget. Like the 2018 KZ Sportsman Fifth Wheel starting at $245 a month, or the 2018 Coachman Freedom Express as low as $210 a month. We're behind the Cracker Barrel in Alma, Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
For almost 7 decades, Nabholz has built a reputation for quality, value, service, and integrity. 20 of those years, we've proudly served the Fort Smith area. How? By working with the highest safety standards, taking care of our employees, and serving our communities. From office buildings to hospitals to museums, we build it all. We're also the #1 K-12 builder in the state with over $1 billion worth of facilities in just the last 10 years. We want to know you better. Stop by our website and let us know how we can serve you. www.nabholz.com or 877-NABHOLZ.
Welcome back to the Charging Wildcats Stadium. We apologize again for the coaches show. I want to talk about this team we're playing tonight just a little bit. Most of the teams that we've played this year have that one guy. Catholic, Sammy Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Conway, Michael George. Van Buren, Walter Green.
They were all good.
North Little Rock,
good.
They got a bunch of guys.
It's unbelievable.
Let's start with the quarterback. David Chappell, he's a senior. Now, he started last year, broke his collarbone early, didn't get to play the rest of the season, but he is the starter this year. He's not big, but he's got 4.5 speed. He does a great job running this football team, but he's got a lot of tools. Behind him, Oscar Attaway. This kid transferred from Little Rock Central last year. He may not start. There may be a sophomore named Brandon Thomas that may start at tailback. He's got 4.5 speed, too. But the guy that makes it easy for them is Alex Day's little brother, but he's not very little. He's a fullback, 6'2", 210. He's a slash and blocker. He does a great job getting those guys that space that they need, and once they get it, man, can they do some stuff with it. Let's talk about one of your favorite positions, maybe your all-time favorite position, center.
That's what I played in college, and so I know a little bit about that. And they've got a good rock-solid center.
Named Dennis Carroll. He was all-conference last year. He's 5'10", 265, benches 400, squats 650. Sounds a lot like you.
Yeah. Hey, I could probably bench press 400 if it counted that I lifted 104 times.
Well, he's strong and he is agile. So that's where it all starts with him. They run a pro set offense. They don't see a lot of that. These teams play that type of offense this year because they got to have the right kind of player to do it. They'll set up with 2 tight ends, a fullback, and a tailback. They have a guy named Tyrese Francis. He's a right guard, and he may be the best pulling guard in the state. How much difference does a guy like that that's right next to a center that is as strong, as agile as he is, how good does that make your running back?
No, I think that plays right into the kind of defense the Northside plays, too. They play that odd front defense. When you have the center that control and you don't have to have a guard help you double team a nose guard, that center can take care of that nose guard all by himself, and A-caps are probably going to be open all night long. And as far as running the pro-style offense, you're usually lined up in the I offense where you have a fullback and a tailback that's right behind that fullback. And so Northfield, but of course, you know as well as I do, Buzz, that with those kind of athletes that they have, you can run just about anything you want to, from the wishbone to the eye to the spread to whatever you want to, and still be successful.
Well, let's talk about what they do and they don't do. With that offensive line that they have, obviously they're going to run a lot. They're going to do that 70% of the time, but they're going to pass 30% of the time. And when they do pass, you're going to see a lot of bubble screens. When you get used to that, they're going to throw an X post at you, and the guy gets behind you, he's wide open with speed. And that guy we're talking about is Devontae Montgomery. He's got 4.5 speed too.
He's a heck of an athlete. He can also jump out of the gym. He can get up and he can go hit it. That's another thing that the defensive backs Northside have to work on tonight. Really be conscious of that. Just keep everything in front of them. Make sure that you are sure tacklers in the open field, and be sure that you keep everything in front of you tonight. Don't give up those big plays.
Well, Jeff, we talked about offense.
Yeah.
These guys score a lot of points. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about their defense. Their nose guard, Davion Moore. He is 6 foot 280. He benches 300, squats 500. They have an all-state cornerback, 3-year starter, Jalen Grizzly. So these guys got a lot of players, a lot of not just players, but good players. And when you have that much talent, like you said earlier, you can't afford to play behind the stick.
No.
You can't afford to get, 4 touchdowns behind. You can't afford to get 2 touchdowns behind with these guys.
No, you can't. And I don't know how much time Deuce is going to have to throw. Now, they may have to do a lot of rollouts tonight and do a lot of quick outs, quick pitches, and things like that. But North Little Rock's defense is only giving up 17.4 points per game and playing in the largest classification. They play some good teams. And to hold these teams that they've been playing to an average 17.4 points a game, I think that says it all about their defense.
Well, they average 41 on offense. They give up 17, like you say. The Bears are going to have their hands full tonight. They're going to have to come with both barrels loaded. I heard something yesterday, and it stuck with me. They're going to have to throw everything but the kitchen sink at them, Jeff.
Yep.
And then when they get through with that, they're going to have to throw the sink at them.
If that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do, and throw that sink at them and keep throwing those punches and keep banging for 4 quarters. And if you can bang for 4 quarters, give it all you've got every play that you're on the field, and you can look to your left, look to your right, and look behind you, and look in front of you and say, I played as hard as I could on every down against the best team in the state of Arkansas, then you're all right.
But we owe you a break, and we're going to take it right now. We'll be back with a little more pregame talk right after this word from La Huerta Grill. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Tonight's Northside Grizzly football game is brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. They always have daily lunch and dinner specials. They were voted best of the best live music, night spot, and Mexican restaurant in 2016 by the Times Record. They are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10:30. La Huerta Grill, located at 400 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith, a proud sponsor of Northside Grizzly football.
Ferris football in fall. What a great time of year. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. If you're looking for a way to cut your utility bills, we're here to help with the York high-efficiency heating and cooling products and the Ring tankless water heater with 95% efficiencies. So to have a red truck rolling your way today, give us a call. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to our community and customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National is still locally owned with local decisions, so we know our commitment continues. Proud of the past, excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith, member FDIC.
If you've been turned down by other car dealers, it's good to know that over 1 million people have gotten the green light at JD Byrider. We inspect and computer test each car, backed by our good-to-go warranty. You could get the green light. Apply today at gojdb.com. JD Byrider! It's the way to go.
Create the ultimate backyard experience with a pool or hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas. With 39 years in business, investing and spending quality time with your family has never been more relaxing. Burton Pools and Spas is with you every step of the way, selling the world's #1 hot tub, hot spring spas, Viking fiberglass pools, and Doughboy above-ground pools. For all your grilling needs, they also carry the Big Green Egg. Visit them at 6121 South Zero Street or on the web at burtonpools.com.
Hi, this is Art Haynes from the Chiefs Radio Network, here for Play It Again Sports at 2817 South Zero Street in Fort Smith. Play It Again supports the Northside Grizzlies. Mention this ad and receive 20% off your purchase that day of any new and used sporting equipment. They carry baseball, football, wrestling, disc golf, and fitness equipment. Bring in your quality used gear for additional savings. That's Play It Again Sports, 2817 South Zero. Proud supporter of Northside.
Welcome back to North Little Rock. It's another pretty night. The deeper we get into this season, you think eventually it's going to get cold. And it just really hadn't done that yet. It's a nice night. I think there's a small chance of rain, but probably won't get that. It's just a beautiful stadium, a beautiful facility. It's something that, we talk about all the places we go and that we get to broadcast from. And this one is definitely a beautiful place to broadcast from. We're actually not in the press box. We're in a hall that's next to it. Plate glass window, and it's a beautiful sight. But it reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen Arkansas Tech Stadium recently, how they built the dorm into the press box. This kind of reminds me of that, where the school is actually built around the press box. Very impressive. Let's talk about last week. Conway, we spotted these guys 28 points. It started out the way that we sure didn't want it to throw a 96-yard TD interception when we've driven the ball for 6 minutes, get all the way down to the 4-yard line, and we make a mistake, throw an interception. We're looking at 7. Now we're down 7. Kind of feel the air come out of the stadium when that happens. And Conway is a good team. But one thing that you have to say about Northside, and we've seen it for a long time now, is that they can get down, but that offense never, ever gives up.
No, they don't. And that's a tribute to the coaching staff, not only Coach Blur, but also his assistant coaches. And, the worst thing to me about that interception, that besides the 96 yards they scored, was that was on the 16th play of that drive. And when you keep the ball for over 6 minutes and you run 16 plays against a defense, that defense is pretty tired. Well, now that 16th play turned into a 96-yard interception return for a touchdown. Now their defense goes sky high. That adrenaline gets up. Now their defense is sky high. Northside takes that in. Their defense is probably down a little bit. They're tired. Who knows? But it didn't. And so here we are at North Little Rock. Hopefully Northside, the first time they had the ball tonight, they can put together a 16-play drive and put it in the end zone tonight.
After the first quarter last week, Northside held the ball for 8 minutes and 28 seconds of that first quarter. They had 128 yards. Conway had 109. We had 8 first downs. They had 2, but we're down 14-0. So that'll show you sometimes those statistics, hard word to say, statistics are hard to go by. Big plays will kill you. Turnovers will kill you. And you cannot afford to do that with this football team. That's something that Coach Fleur and all the assistant coaches have worked on all week long. Do not lose your head, whatever you do, because you can't afford it.
No, not against a good team like this, because they'll put the hammer down on you and they'll keep the pedal to the metal, so to speak. So you got to keep your head in the game. You got to keep your cool in this game, and like I've said earlier, you have to play hard every down that you're on the field against this team, because if you go to sleep against this team, they're going to scorch you for 6.
You remember last year?
I do.
It came down to the last pass. Actually, it came down to a bad spot. Northside thought they were going to have a first down and could not believe the spot. In fact, we were talking to a North Little Rock coach earlier tonight. He said, I saw that too. And he said, a great spot for us, bad spot for you.
Absolutely.
But we did get one more shot at it, and we threw that pass in the end zone. It was tipped, had an opportunity to catch it. What would we have done then? That would have made the score 35 to 34. Do you kick it? You go for 2 since you're at home.
Well, there's an old saying that if you're on the road, and this may be backwards, I don't know. If you're on the road, extend it. No, I think if you're on the road, end it. If you're at home, extend it.
So if you're at home, kick the extra point.
Yeah.
I'd like to have seen what would have happened there. That was a ball game that was hyped up big time coming into it. Northside was 5-2 at the time, and they were facing a team that was 7-0. We actually didn't get to have that opportunity, but it'd be nice to get a little payback tonight.
It would be, and it would be a big payback night if Northside was able to come out of here with a win. Now, looking at this on paper, if Northside was able to win this game, it would probably be the upset of the year.
Sure.
Not just in 7A, but for the whole state of Arkansas. Because nobody's given, outside of Fort Smith and the Northside community, nobody's given the Grizzlies a chance to win this game. None.
I think Hootens has them a 21-point underdog. Understandably, you talk about the two conferences in the 7A West and Central. The two best teams in the 7A are in the Central.
Yes, sir.
You got Bryant, and then you have North Little Rock. Bryant is actually ranked number 1. North Little Rock's ranked number 2. Now, they may have reversed that because there was an injury. The quarterback for Bryant got hurt. That changes a lot of things. Now, these two teams play next week. So that'd be interesting unless Northside's able to pull off an upset tonight.
That's going to be an interesting game, all right, next week. But I'm not going to. We're not going to sugarcoat this for anybody. This is going to be a tall task for the Grizzlies tonight to get them a W. But they can do it if they'll play hard every down they're on the field, and they play as a team, and they keep their heads, keep their wits about them.
Well, what you got to have, the offense has done well. They've gotten better and better as the year's gone on, Jeff. Last week they had almost 400 yards, 226 rushing, 167 through the air. Deuce was 15 for 22 for 143 yards. He had 2 TDs, had 120 yards rushing on 20 carries. Now, we talk about Deuce's rushing ability. He's keyed on every time he touches the ball. Now, he has some good backs that are standing behind him. You've got Jackson King, Eli Bolton, J.T. Thorne. You've got Jordan Dilworth that can run it on a jet sweep. I was talking to Coach Fleur, and I said, Coach, do you think that Deuce might be carrying the ball too much to keying on him? He said, Buzz, here's the deal. We watched the film. Out of those 20 carries, he made 2 bad reads. That's it. So he is really, really doing a good job. So my point is, we're scoring points. We're gaining yards. Our defense is going to have to come in and make play.
Yeah, they're going to have to. And I think what I liked last week, that I haven't seen much all year, was the offensive line was blowing Conway's defensive line off the ball. Okay.
Well, what we'll do, Jeff, the captains are on the field now.
All right.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this word from Weigert Realty.
Weichert Realtors King Realty Group has served the Fort Smith area since 2005 and consistently offers clients the most well-trained, cutting-edge real estate agents in the River Valley with over 150 years combined experience in real estate sales and marketing. The current market is great, and now is the time to sell. Mention this commercial, and we'll give you a free market analysis on your home. Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000. That's Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000.
Now for Northside Grizzly football. Here's Buzz Slayer and Jeff Barris.
Welcome back to Charging Wildcats Stadium. It is almost that time. The Bears have come on the field. They're dressed in their white jerseys, gray pants, red helmets, red numbers. We're still waiting on North Little Rock to come on the field. Northside has won the toss. They deferred. I like that. I know that's Coach Fuller's plan. You're going to put your defense out there quick, Jeff. Let's see what they can do.
I'm looking for them to play hard every down. I'm looking for them to gang tackle. I'm sure that's what they preached all week long in practice. That you have to gang tackle these athletes from North Little Rock. Arm tackle them, hit it. You have to put your shoulder pads into them and gang tackle.
Well, we'll see what happens. Northside is a team that likes to spot a few points. And we've done it for the last couple of games, and this is not one that you want to do it, not necessarily just because of who it is, but where you are. You're on the road. It's hard to play on the road, and things aren't going your way, so you're going to have to create some breaks pretty quick. When Northside brings their kicking team on the field, they'll be kicking from your right to left. And this, like I said, this is just one beautiful facility. Jose Paredes will tee this up at the 40. You can look out and see North Little Rock, actually JFK and where McCain Mall used to be. Still is. I don't know if you used to spend time there. I did as a kid. I remember that.
You're a tougher kid than I was.
Field, the Wildcats have yet to come out of their dressing room. When I was talking to Coach Fuller Thursday, I said, Coach, what's the best we can hope for? He said, I hope they don't show up. So he may be getting their wish. They have not come onto the field yet. The Grizzlies are teed up and ready to go. All right, here they come. The Wildcats are dressed in all blue helmets, blue jerseys, blue pants. They have gold numbers. And they are taking their sweet time to get this football game underway. 12 minutes on the clock, 0-0.
Well, kickoff's supposed to be at 7 o'clock. It's now 7:03 according to my clock. So,
well, they're going to go down to the far end of the end zone, and they're going to drop, looks like for a group prayer. Northside's anxiously awaiting this. How does this work? I've seen Coach Fuller do this. He actually, at Southside about 4 years ago, he kept his team on the bus, and they didn't even come out for pregame. They had pregame at Northside, got on the bus, and went to Southside, and Southside was on the field waiting for them, and they were coming off the bus. Never saw them warm up.
2 words for you, my friend. Mind games.
Mind games.
That's all that is, mind games. And make no mistake, all coaches playing.
Hard to see the numbers from where we are. We'll do the best we can with it. Jose Paredes has it teed up at the 40-yard line. North Little Rock will set up their kickoff return, one back deep, and he's at the goal line, and here we go. Paredes kicks it, and it's going to go into the end zone about 5 yards. It'll be a touchback. North Little Rock will bring this out and start from their own 20. Good job by Jose. Yep. He's been pretty consistent with that.
He has. There's not very many his kicks, and everyone likes to kick it short, trying to get him to not make a fair catch and maybe get a turnover. But most of his, if he kicks them, they're in the end zone.
Well, Brandon Thomas will start at running back, tailback. He's your 5'11 sophomore. David Chappell will start at quarterback, and he will work under center. 2 split to the wide side. He's got 1 back in the backfield. And he's going to pitch it to him. He's at the 20, missed tackle at the 25. He's at the 30, another missed tackle at the 35, and up to the 40. That was easy to count. 2 missed tackles, Jeff, and he picks up 20.
Well, that was Locke Stubblefield in on the tackle for the Grizzlies on that play, along with number 11, Anthony Travis.
Anthony had not one of his best games last week. It's good to see him get started off right. 1st and 10 now for North Little Rock at the 40-yard line. Going to move their offense around. Chapel will set up under center again. Drop 3 backs in the backfield. 1 wide receiver, and that's to the wide side. He's going to hand it off on a trap play. The ball is dropped, and Northside is going to recover the fumble at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Northside with 11:27 left in this first quarter, and that's what you're looking for, Jeff.
Yep, and Greg Washington was in on the fumble recovery there for the Northside Grizzlies.
Greg played wide receiver last year. They moved him to corner or safety this year, Jeff. He's been a leader. He's very, very vocal in practice and in the games. He's got a lot of emotion, and he's showing it now. 1st and 10 for Northside. Deuce will work out of the shotgun. Eli Bolton will start at running back. Darren Robinson will split to the left side. We have 2 receivers to the right side. Deuce drops back, looks to the sideline to get his play. 1st and 10 at the 45. Deuce takes the snap. He throws it out to Eli Bolton at midfield. He's trying to get around the corner, and he's at the 45, maybe get up to the 42-yard line. Caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage at midfield, and he was able to get up to the 42-yard line. Good job by Eli. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6 after a gain of 4. Devontae Bosley is going to come in the game. He's going to split to the right side. That is the short side of the field. De'Aaron Robinson and Jordan Dilworth split to the left side. Dilworth is in the slot. Bolton's still in the game. Deuce works out of the gun. He's going to hand it off to Bolton. Bolton pulls his way up to the 37-yard line. Hard runner to be as small as he is.
Yes, he is. Him and Jackson King do a good job of running up inside, and they run hard.
It's going to be a 3rd and 3 now for Northside. Ball's at 38-yard line of North Little Rock. Deuce sends 2 to the left side. Tries to draw him off sides. He does. That's going to be an easy 1st down. Good job by Deuce Wise drawing North Little Rock off sides.
The Blur used to try to do that about once or twice a series. And Deuce must have a really strong voice down there on the field to be able to get those guys to jump off sides like that. That's a great job.
Well, that'll move the ball to the 33-yard line of North Little Rock. 10:18 left in this first quarter. Ball's on the right hash mark. Got 1 receiver into the boundary, 2 to the wide side. Deuce takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Bolton on a misdirection, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he made it to the line of scrimmage. I think he's probably going to lose one on that play.
If so, it'll be 2nd down and 11. Where they have the markers, they look like they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, didn't gain anything. 2nd down and 10, 9:48 left in the first, 0-0 after a fumble recovery by Northside on the first series for North Little Rock. Ball's on the right hash mark. Deuce sends 2 receivers to the right. He's got 1 in the slot. He's going to send a man in motion. That's Dilworth. He's going to fake it to him and keep it. He's at the 30. He makes the move. He's at the 25. Gets around the corner. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Northside. Nope, they're going to say he was out of bounds, Jeff.
Yes, sir, Buzz.
They're going to bring it back to the 14-yard line.
Yep, that was a great run. And I tell you what, that was great zone blocking there by the offensive line. They went to the left. Deuce faked that way. All of North Little Rock's defense went to their right, and Deuce pulled it and made a heck of a play.
They followed Dilworth on what they thought was a jet sweep. Good job, like you said, by Deuce. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Deuce sends twins to the left, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back. Tries to get a couple yards out of it. May get to the 10, but there is a flag thrown. We'll wait and see what the call is.
Usually in that area, Buzz, it's going to be holding. It's either that or a face mask. I'm going to say holding. But they've got Northside kids clapping. Maybe a personal foul and face mask on. Yep,
it's face mask. And it will be against North Little Rock. Everything is going Northside's way right now. We talked about that on the way here, Jeff.
Yep.
If you can get some breaks, maybe they come out flat, they're looking past you to get to Bryant, take advantage of it. They're doing it right now. Now the ball will be placed at the 6-yard line. No, I take that back. At the 5-yard line. First and goal for Northside. Deuce sends twins to the left, one back in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself, and he will be taken down maybe for a yard gain. Going to bring up second and goal now.
Because I think the grass got Deuce on that one. I think he scores. He splits, or he scores.
Deuce is looking at the sideline to get the play. Chad Frazier, offensive quarterback or coordinator, is back. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
He's been in our prayers. Has been out for 2 weeks. He's back now. Second and goal for Northside. Deuce sends twins to the right, one back in the backfield. That's Eli Bolton. Deuce keeps it himself, and he wants to pitch. Gives it to Bolton. Bolton has nowhere to go. They're going to the short side of the field. There's no gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
Well, that North Little Rock had that stuffed out from the get-go, Buzz. They were slanting that way, and that play was dead from the get-go.
Well, Ben Montrey's going to come out. Aaron Robinson comes back in. J.T. Thorne's going to come in. Deuce will send those two guys to the left side. That's the wide side. JT's going to be in the slot. Darren's going to be wide. He sends a man in motion. Deuce is going to, on a double reverse to Thorne. Thorne wants to throw it, and it is complete. Touchdown, Northside. The Deuce. Wow. What a play.
That was
it was a double reverse. It got back to J.T. Thorne. Deuce runs a sideline route. He's open. J.T. is 2 for 2 for passes for touchdowns now, Jeff. Great job by Northside. The score is now Northside 6, North Little Rock 0, and Northside will set up in the swinging gate like they always do, and it's Deuce's call whether he wants to go for 2 or kick a conventional extra point. Draws him back in for the conventional extra point. He will hold for Jose Paredes, who will try to add a point to this and make it 7-0. There's the snap. It is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Northside scores on a great play, makes a touchdown, gets the extra point. The score is 7. North Little Rock 0. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff right after this. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV, and 2017 is winding down, and it's closeout time at Crabtree. We're not only cutting prices on the remaining 17s, we've also marked down every 2018 in stock. Come shop at one of the largest indoor showrooms in the country and take advantage of discounts up to $20,000 off new motorhomes and fifth wheels, and over $10,000 off new travel trailers. Shop us online or visit us behind Cracker Barrel in Alma. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
What you didn't think was going to happen has happened. Northside gets the fumble on North Little Rock's first series. They capitalize. They take it in for a touchdown. They got into the Burton Fools red zone and took advantage of it. Northside will kick now, and Jose Paredes short kicks it to the 32-yard line. There'll be no return there. He made a fair catch. North Little Rock will set up the 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 7:59 left in this first quarter. Northside owns the lead right now, 7-0.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't see that coming, especially a lot of people in the blue and gold.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet in the stands right now. Understandable. Chappell will come back as quarterback. And he will set up in the shotgun, sends one receiver to the wide side of the field. Now he's going to flip his tight end. He's going to come back and work under center. Northside's going to make the shift with him. Takes the snap, and he wants to throws it over the middle, and he is going to get an interference call, but that was overthrown. You had Elijah Taboo in coverage, and I have seen this before, Jeff. We saw it last year in the Conway game. It was uncatchable. If there was any contact, it was very, very little, but North Little Rock will get the call. That's going to advance it.
Sir, and you're right, that ball was uncatchable. I don't know what the rule is on that in high school, but if it's uncatchable on the collegiate and, of course, professional level, then it's. And seeing this is the kind of thing where we were talking about before the game started about Northside kids keeping their head. Right here's a perfect example of that. They need to keep their head.
1st and 10 for North Little Rock at the 46-yard line. Chappell worked under center. He's going to keep the ball himself, but there is nothing there for him. Going to get over midfield, maybe pick up 3 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7 now. You could see just a sense, Jeff, maybe a little bit of panic when they lined up and threw it like that.
Wanted to hit the big play. They didn't. It's
2nd and 7 for North Little Rock. Chappell sends a man in motion. He's going to throw it out to him in the flat. It's complete at the 45. At the 40, he makes the move and gets up to the 35-yard line to the 34-yard line of Northside. They like throwing those double screens, Jeff, like that, and you make a man miss, and then you got big yards.
Yeah, they can go, too. Once they catch it, they can go.
They'll place the ball at the 35-yard line of Northside. 7:14 left in the first. Northside's up 7-0. Chappell's going to set up in the gun. Now he's going to switch the tight ends and move under center. You see him do that almost every play. Northside will make the move with them. Chappell takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off. Running back, gets 2 yards. Good job by Tyreek Adams to make that play.
Also in there was Stevie. Stevie was in on that play. Buzz, he helped tackle there. Mr. Stevie Young, number 76.
Stevie's going to have to go both ways.
Yeah, all night.
Kevin Washington was injured. Stevie knew this week he's going to have to play a lot of football, and he's up for it. 2nd down and 6 now. The ball is at the 31-yard line. Washington gets back under center, has 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to his tailback. He's at the 30, gets to the 25, down to the 22-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. They'll move the chain. 6:17 left at the first. This is what you expect from North Little Rock. It's just that hard, bruising football. Ball is now placed at the 23-yard line of Northside. 1st and 10. Chappell works under center again. Has 2 backs in the backfield. 1 receiver split wide left, 1 to the right. He hands off to his running back. He's up to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, North Little Rock. Right up the middle. May have been touched just a little bit. Other than that, he had free range there, Jeff.
Yeah, he busted through that hole pretty good, and that was a pretty wide hole that he busted through there, and once he got into the 3rd level, that's it.
North Little Rock does the same thing as Northside does on their extra point. They want to line up in the swinging gate and see if they can go for 2. Didn't like what they saw, so they will tee it up and kick the extra point, and this attempt is by Savannah Melton. Has been very accurate. She is the senior. She boots this one through and ties the score at 7. We'll take a break, and we will be right back with the kickoff after this word from Nabholz Construction. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
For almost 7 decades, Nabholz has built a reputation for quality, value, service, and integrity. 20 of those years, we've proudly served the Fort Smith area. How? By working with the highest safety standards, taking care of our employees, and serving our communities. From office buildings to hospitals to museums, we build it all. We're also the #1 K-12 builder in the state with over $1 billion worth of facilities in just the last 10 years. We want to know you better. Stop by our website and let us know how we can serve you. www.nabholz.com or 877-NABHOLZ.
These guys know Northside football. Here's Buzz and Jeff.
5:56 left in the first quarter, and North Little Rock ties it up at 7. Oscar Attaway was the man that took the handoff and basically went untouched into the end zone to tie this game up. Northside will now drop Jordan Dilworth back to the 3-yard line to return this kick, and he will be able to return it. He takes it at the 6-yard line. He's at the 15, at the 20, the 25, at the 30. Makes the move to the outside and gets up to the 34-yard line. Good job by Jordan Dilworth. Northside will start their First and 10 at the 33-yard line with 5:49 left in this first quarter.
That was a very good return. He had some good blocks on that. That was about a 27-yard return.
Saw Jordan make a move right in the center, tried to get to the outside, Jeff, and got hung up a little bit, or he could have got a lot more out of it. First and 10 for Northside. The Bears are going to send 2 to the left side, 2 to the right. That's the short side of the field. The ball's on the right hash mark. Jackson King will be your running back. Sophomore, we look forward to seeing a lot from him. Deuce wants to throw, and it's complete to the right side, right at the first down marker where he goes out of bounds. That is
number 85.
That is Clayton. James Clayton,
yes,
another sophomore.
Yes, sir.
They're going to say 2 yards short. It's going to be now 2nd and 2. Deuce looks to the sideline to get his play. Keeps Jackson in the backfield. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Deuce is going to hand it off to Jackson King, and he is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, but as hard as he runs, he's going to get a first down, and then he's going to fumble the football. And North Little Rock says they have it, and they do. So that is a payback. North Little Rock gave us one. We give it back to them.
Well,
that was a good job by Jackson King. He got hit extremely hard at the line of scrimmage, but he just kept driving and kept driving, had the first down, but it was stripped of the football, and the ball will be placed at the 45-yard line of Northside. North Little Rock will be able to bring their offense now with really, really good field position.
Yeah, they're at the looks like they're at the north side 44-yard line.
Brandon Thomas, your sophomore tailback, is in the game. Chappell sets up under center. Takes the snap. He wants to throw. He looks to his right side, and it is complete at the 40, up to the 35, where he is taken out of bounds. Hard lick by Greg Washington and Anthony Travis. But he gets a first down out of it. They're going to pop the ball at the 32-yard line of Northside. Talk about North Little Rock running it 70% of the time and throwing it 30, and that's about the ratio we're at right now. First and 10 with 5:25 left in the first quarter. Chappell looks to the sideline to get the play. Gets back under center. Sends twins to the left side. He has 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to the tailback. He is going to get up over the line of scrimmage to the 25-yard line. Going to be a gain of 7. That was a quick gain of 7 right there.
Yeah, you know, Buzz, when you've got 8 or 9 people up on the line, 2 or 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, like Northside has, your opponent still gets 7 yards. That can be a little disheartening.
Well, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to stack the box. Apple works under center, sends twins to the left. He's going to throw out to his receiver on the left side. Is complete for a first down. He does not get to the 20-yard line, but there is a flag down.
Greg Washington made a heck of a open field tackle on that play. He'd have missed that tackle, that cat scores.
And that's what they depend on. They throw those wide receiver screens, and if they can beat one man, they're so fast. These guys are running 4.5, 4.6 40s. Northside is going to get a break here, though. The penalty will be against North Little Rock. I haven't seen the call yet, but
it was a chop block.
They're going to move it back to the 35-yard line, where it will now bring up a 2nd and 12. A break there for Northside.
Yeah,
you'd like to see him at least try to hold him to a field goal attempt here, but we're going to have a timeout on the field, and we'll take one with them. We'll be back right after this word from Blaylock Heat and Air. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Bears football in fall. What a great time of year. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. If you're looking for a way to cut your utility bills, we're here to help with the York high-efficiency heating and cooling products and the Ream tankless water heater with 95% efficiencies. So to have a red truck rolling your way today, give us a call. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
4:42 left in the first quarter. The score is tied at 7. Both teams have a turnover. One fumble for Northside, one fumble for North Little Rock. And you start thinking back, Jeff, about what Northside can do, when they convert on those turnovers like that. It does such a mind. You talk about mind games that really, really helps you. They did that when they converted, and now you hope that you can just keep these guys from getting more than 3. 2nd and 13, ball at the 35-yard line of Northside. All goes back to that pass interference.
Yeah.
That first touchdown.
Yes.
You take that away, take the fumble away, but we can talk about it till we turn blue, and it's not going to change anything. But right now, we just need to stop. 4:42 left in the first quarter. We're all tied up. 2nd and 13 for North Little Rock. Chapel works under center like he has all night long. Going to run a counter play, and it's going to be stopped for a 2-yard gain. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an awesome job there by the Stevie Young and Locks Doublefield. They sniffed that out. That was a great play by the Northside defense.
3rd down and 11. Northside has a big opportunity here. Chapel looks like he's going to work out of the gun. He's got twins sent to the left side, one to the right side. And he is going to stay in the gun. They're going to looks like they're going to try to throw this. You're probably looking at a wide receiver screen. He looks, he throws it over the middle, and it is going to go not intercepted, but incomplete. Could have been intercepted by Jeremy Buffet. He had a beat on it, Jeff, and just couldn't get there. Well, that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10, actually a 4th down and 11. Ball's at the 33-yard line of Northside. It's probably 4-down territory for North Little Rock.
Yeah. I think even if they had a good kicker, I don't think they have very much respect for Northside, so they'd probably go for it anyway.
Savannah has kicked 142, but this is out of her range. This would be 50. Here's a big down, 4th down and 11. Chapel works out of the gun again, sends twins to the left, one receiver to the right. Takes the snap, he throws it out to the left side, and it is going to be stopped short of a 1st down. Northside will take over on downs, and another good job by the defensive back of Northside, being aware, don't let them get behind you, and don't miss your tackle. They did a great job then. Fumble didn't hurt them. Take the ball over now at the 25-yard line. 3:58 left in this quarter, and we're in a football game.
Yeah, Buzz, that was a great open field tackle there by number 10.
Greg Washington.
Yeah, we've called his name a lot tonight. Sounds like that kid came to play.
Ball's on the right hash mark. Deuce works out of the gun with Eli Bolton. Now he's going to hand it off to J.T. Thorne on a jet sweep. J.T. tries to get around the corner, and he is going to be hit, knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And they acted like they didn't like J.T. very much, the way they treated him on that sideline, man. But J.T. jumps right up. He's a strong, good-looking young sophomore. Not only is he a good football player, Jeff, he's a very good student. He's a 4-point student.
He can't ask better than that.
Ball at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 4 from Northside. Eli Bolton's your lone running back. Ball's on the left hash mark. Deuce works out of the gun, looks at the sideline to get the play, takes the snap, wants to throw it, and it is complete to Jordan Dilworth. He takes the man at the 40. He's up to the 45. Be a 1st and 10 for Northside. Good job by Deuce. Wait until Dilworth gets open. Hits him right I was going to say between the numbers, but he's number 1, so it hit him right in the 1.
Yeah.
Then Deuce shakes the man and gets the 1st down.
But that's a good play right there. That's what they're going to have to do tonight. Their game plan is get those quick outs. And right now it's been working so far.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 7-7 is the score. Ball's on the left hash mark. Eli Bolton's your lone running back. Deuce is going to keep it himself. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He won't quite get to midfield. He may get to the 48-yard line. Pick up of 2. Clock is ticking. 3:16 left in the first quarter, and it is all knotted up here at 7, and Northside takes a lick, and they give a lick.
I guarantee you that was a good job by Deuce lowering his shoulder, and the most important thing is there, Buzz, he wrapped the ball up when he got in traffic, so that was a good play by Deuce.
2nd and a long 5. Deuce looks to the sideline. He wants to get the play. He got it. Has twins to the right side. J.T. Thorne is to the left side into the boundary. Deuce takes the snap, but timeout has been called, and we're going to take a timeout with him and be back right after this word from First National Bank of Fort Smith. This is Grizzly Radio on White 98.7.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to our community and customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National is still locally owned with local decisions, so we know our commitment continues. Proud of the past, excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith, member FDIC.
Northside didn't like what they saw in the defense of North Little Rock. They called a timeout. They have a second and a long 5. There's 2:49 left in the first quarter. Northside scored first on a great play. I wish we had a replay of that. Made the score 7-0, and then it was answered by North Little Rock Oscar Attaway to tie this up at 7. Second down and a long 5 from Northside. Deuce is on the left hash mark, worked out of the gun. And he is going to hand it off to Eli Bolton, and Eli will not get anything where he is met right at the line of scrimmage. Did a good job just holding on to the football because he was hit hard.
Yeah, that big nose guard from North Little Rock had him just almost as soon as he took the handoff.
No gain. Second down and a long 5, or third down and a long 5 now. Northside is in need of a first down here. Deuce looks to the sideline, has the ball on the left hash mark, sends Twins to the wide side. Deuce takes the snap, and he rolls to the right side, and he throws a pass, which is going to be, they're going to say it is incomplete. It was intended for De'Aaron Robinson. The ball was a little bit low, and it looked like he may have short-hopped it. That's going to bring up a fourth down, and Northside will have to punt. You'll see Jason Surface on punt the football, Jeff, and Jason has done a really good job this year, and he followed some big footsteps with Chewy Parga, but he has been very impressive. He'll take the snap at his own 35-yard line. North Little Rock will send their man back to the 20. It's a good snap and a good punt by Jason. A high, wobbly spiral that hits at the 20-yard line, and as always, takes a north-side bounce down to the 10-yard line where it is down. It was so high, Jeff, that they just decided to get away from it and let it bounce, hoping that it wouldn't do what it did, but it took a great north-side bounce all the way down to the 10-yard line. And that's where North Little Rock will set up with 1:59 left in the first quarter. And they're all tied up, and I know they didn't expect it.
No, I'll guarantee you they didn't expect it. I don't think anybody in this stadium expected this.
Chapel will send one receiver to the right, but he is going to play it safe, hand it off to his running back, and he is going to have some room, gets around to the corner to the 30. He's going to be taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A couple of tackles were missed, but he was able to get around the corner and just pick up some momentum and take it all the way up to the 35-yard line, pick up a 25 yards. First and 10 with 1:50 left in the first.
You mentioned missed tackles. There was at least on that play. They should have had him for no gain.
First and 10 now. The ball's at the 35-yard line, and he is going to work out of the gun. Now he's going to throw it over the middle. It is complete, and he could go for a touchdown, but he is going to be stopped because he lost his footing, and he is caught by Jeremy Maffei and Anthony Travis, but hit him on a quick slant there, Jeff, and perfect throw. He just lost his footing, or he would have gone. The ball's all the way down to the 34-yard on the north side, and they're running tempo now. They want to try to get this snap off. Chappell's looking to the sideline to get the play. Going to work out of the shotgun again. He sends Twims to the left side, has one back in the backfield. Going to throw it out to the left side. He shakes the man at the 30. Another man, he tries to get up to the 25. He fumbles. The ball is on the ground, but North Little Rock will retain possession. Real close to a first down and real close to another lost fumble.
That was the first time that Greg Washington's missed a tackle tonight, and that one hurt. But that's the only one he's missed tonight. He's had a solid first quarter. Hopefully he can let that slide by and just keep on pumping.
Like he's about a ball short of a first down to be second short. 1 minute left in the first. Chapel works out of the gun, sends Twins to the right side, trying to draw north side off. It doesn't work. Takes the snap. He's going to try to get it himself, and he does. He's got some room. He's at the 15, and he is going to be brought down at the 13-yard line by Elijah Taboo. And Elijah has had a good game so far tonight, Jeff. He was called on an interference call, but you and I both know that probably should not have been called. Now it is a 1st and 10 for North Little Rock. 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball's at the 12-yard line. Chapel worked under center this time. 2 backs in the backfield in an I formation. And he's going to hand it off to his sophomore running back, and he gets tripped up at the 3, but takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Got a big future with that kid. Brandon Thomas, 5'11", 181, sophomore, has 4.5 speed, but not only that, he just runs really, really hard. We talked to one of their coaches before the game started, and he thought that Attaway may start, but he said even if he doesn't and Brandon Thomas starts, he is a very hard runner, and we've seen that now.
Yeah, that was, and I'm telling you what, I think North Little Rock's offensive line is starting to impose their will on Northside.
Savannah Melton will come in to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good. She is very, very, very accurate. Not only Jeff is the place kicker, but she was the homecoming queen this year. It was the homecoming maid last year, homecoming queen this year. It's been a big year for her.
Makes sense to me.
Score's now 14-7. There's 27 seconds left in the first. We're going to stay with it right now because they're already on the field teeing it up. Well, you just you hate to see, like you said, that offensive line start imposing their will because they are a very big, very strong offensive line, Jeff. And once they get things rolling, they get that hole open. Then you got a kid like Brandon Thomas or even Oscar Attaway. They don't need much room. They can hurt you quick. Jordan Dilworth will drop back to the 6-yard line to return this. Down 7 points now, and Northside's been in a lot worse position than this.
Especially, and even after the first quarter. Mm-hmm. And what was impressive about that last drive with North Little Rock, they covered 90 yards in only 5 plays.
Had a big pass play that accounted for a lot of those yards on that slant. That he had some momentum. That would have gone, but he was able to be caught up. There will approach the kick, and they'll short kick it to the 22-yard line, and it is taken by Eli Bolton. He gets up to the 30-yard line where he's taken down. Trying to keep it away from Jordan Dilworth, our 4.5 speedster. 1st and 10 for Northside. 21 seconds left in the first quarter. They're down 7.
Well, they need to do a 5-play, 70-yard drive here their own self and get back in this game. They're not out of this game, and they need to rebound from this. The offense needs to put together a good drive here.
Jackson King is the running back. The ball's on the left hash mark. He's going to send Dilworth in motion and give it to Dilworth on a jet sweep, and he is going to get up to the 30-yard line, maybe get a yard out of it. He could see that the corner was not going to be reached. Jeff, he tried to turn it up and get what he could, but all that was there for him was 1 yard.
And he had to run about 15 to get that one.
The clock's going to tick down. This is going to end the first quarter. Score is North Little Rock 14, Northside 7. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter after this word from J.D. Byrider. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
If you've been turned down by other car dealers, it's good to know that over 1 million people have gotten the green light at J.D. Byrider. We inspect and computer test each car, backed by our good-to-go warranty. You could get the green light. Apply today at gojdb.com. J.D. Byrider. It's the way to
Northside will now be working from left to right, which is from north to south. They'll be going downhill this time, Jeff, so hopefully they can pick up some momentum here and try to get that 7 back.
Well, I hope the offensive line plays with a little bit of pride here. Now they're coming from behind for the first time tonight. So let's see what you're made of. And they, like I said earlier, they need to put together a good drive here and keep the defense off the field for a little while.
Twins to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. One back in the backfield is Jackson King. Deuce is going to send Devontae Bosley in motion. It's a high snap. Deuce is going to have to keep it, try to get what he can get with nothing. He'll lose 3 yards out of that, and that's a direct result of a bad snap. They had Devontae Bosley going in motion from the short side to the wide side. I'd like to have seen what that would have yielded, Jeff, but Deuce just did not have a chance.
He didn't have a chance, and That's what we were talking about before the game, playing from behind the chains, and that's what they're doing right now. They need to stay out of second and long and third and long, and here they are with third and 12.
Third and 12. Just start the second quarter. Ball's on the right hash mark. They're going to send Devontae in motion again. Deuce wants to throw, and he throws it over the middle. He has a wide open Jordan Dilworth that can't catch up to the football. It was overthrown. You look at that, Jeff, you think, well, there's 6 points right there. But the good thing is he's open. He's found a soft spot, and I guarantee you Jordan will say, don't forget about me.
Yeah,
don't forget about me. I can get that.
And they won't, and that was, that's the thing we talked about for the game, that Deuce needed time to throw, and that time he didn't, or they'd been 6 for Northside.
He was rushed a little bit on that. Surface will come in the punt. He'll take his snap at the 14-yard line. North Little Rock will set their man at the 42. The kick is up. It is a high, wobbly spiral. They'll hit it at the 40-yard line, bounce to the 35, down to the 33, to the 32-yard line, where Cole Eden will down it. North Little Rock will start with 4 fresh here at the 32-yard line with a 14-7 lead. Well, you see that one on film, and you're going to think, oh, man, if I could have just taken a little off that pass, Jordan Dilworth was off to the races. He was already doing his Heisman pose and everything else, getting ready to call his girlfriend to tell her what he's done. Didn't get the chance. 1st and 10 for North Little Rock. Chapel works under center, pitches it to the left side, the short side, but he's got some room. He's up to the 45-yard line, the midfield, where he's taken out of bounds. You have a lot of confidence in your offensive line. You take it to the short side of the field like that, have that kind of space. 1st and 10 for North Little Rock. Gets it in the north side's territory at the 49-yard line. Chapel looks to the sideline to get the play, and Tyler Day will come in. Alex Day's younger brother. He is a fullback, 6'2", 210. He'll set up in front of Brandon Thomas. Well, they're going to take a timeout on the field. There's 10:58 left in the half. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this word with Burt Pools and Spas, Grizzly Radio on Live 98.7.
Create the ultimate backyard experience with a pool or hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas. With 39 years in business, investing and spending quality time with your family has never been more relaxing. Burton Pools and Spas is with you every step of the way, selling the world's #1 hot tub, hot spring spas, Viking fiberglass pools, and Doughboy above-ground pools. For all your grilling needs, they also carry the Big Green Egg. Visit them at 6121 South Zero Street or on the web at burtonpools.com.
The timeout was taken by North Little Rock. They have 1 left, 10:58 left in the second half, or the second quarter. Ball's at the 49-yard line of Northside, 1st and 10. Chapel's going to have 1 back in the backfield. He's got the ball on the left hash mark, and twins to the right side, 1 to the left side. That's the short side of the field. He wants to throw, and he throws a quick pass out to the right side. It's complete, and he is brought down on another good tackle by defensive back, and can't get a number on it. That's Tyreek Adams.
Yeah, that's who that was. That was a great tackle.
Good job at Tyreek, because he was the last guy. You've seen him throw that screen, that wide receiver screen, a lot tonight, Jeff. They have not broken it left, and it's due to Northside's good open field tackling, but you just don't want to play with that too much.
No, you don't. That's
gain of 6 now. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Tight formation. He's going to pitch it to 1 back that he has in the backfield, and he gets to the 35 up to the 34-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10. They can always go back to that.
Yep, that's Oscar.
Oscar Attaway, and he is a very, very talented running back. Jeff, we saw him last year as a sophomore when he was at Central, and did a great job against us then until Chewy Parker and Robert Wilkerson took him out.
Well, and
he didn't play the second half.
I bet Coach Register's missing him.
I bet he is too. He is a very good running back, and he's only a junior. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Northside. Chapel works under center, has a high formation. Going to hand it off to Brandon. Takes it up the middle. That's just old football. He'll gain 5. Now it'll be 2nd and 5.
That was a great job. That was a good tackle coming from the backside by Anthony Travis, number 11 for Northside. Came from the backside and made that tackle.
good to see Anthony Travis get engaged again, Jeff. He was a little bit, looked like he was under the weather last week, just wasn't himself.
He's playing like he's not bad.
High formation again. Chappell is going to take the handoff and keep it himself, tries to take it around the left side, and he is taken down by Cole Edens. Good job by Cole. He wasn't fooled at all, because if it wasn't for Cole Edens, Chappell would get around the corner, and he has 4.5 speed. No telling how far he'd have gone then.
He held him to just he gained of 1 yard there, didn't it?
Might have even lost a yards. It was now 3rd and 7. 9 minutes left in the half. North Little Rock up 14-7. They're in 4-down territory. Chappell looks to the sideline to get the play. He sends Twins to the right side. The ball is on the left hash mark. One back in the backfield, and that's Brandon Thomas. Takes the snap, and he wants to throw it. It's complete. Then take him out of bounds at 20. Like at the 20-yard line, that will be a first down.
That was a good, quick pass. Northside's playing off. Keep hitting big deep. And they just, the linemen fire off at the feet of the defensive linemen, get their hands down.
If you're playing off like that, this kid has a really good arm. He's got some good receivers, so it's lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
1st and 10. The ball is at the 19-yard line of Northside. Quarterback takes the snap, keeps it himself, and he is going to take it all the way to the end zone after a couple of really good throws. He just shows his agility there. It was a quarterback keeper all the way. Looked like something you'd run out of a Wildcat formation. There's no backs in the backfield, and he just does it all himself. That makes the score 20-7. We'll wait for Savannah Melton to come on and attempt this extra point. She's been 2 for 2. North Little Rock comes out of the swinging gate, and they will tee it up for Savannah. Been one of those
quarters.
Been one of those quarters. Jeff, really started off good, but like we said, they've imposed their will on the offensive line. Savannah's kick is up and good. That makes the score 21 North Little Rock, 7 for Northside. We'll take a break and be back with a kickoff after this word from Play It Again Sports. Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Hi, this is Art Haynes from the Chiefs Radio Network, here for Play It Again Sports at 2817 South Zero Street in Fort Smith. Play It Again supports the Northside Grizzlies. Mention this ad and receive 20% off your purchase that day of any new and used sporting equipment. They carry baseball, football, wrestling, disc golf, and fitness equipment. Bring in your quality used gear for additional savings. That's Play It Again Sports, 2817 South Zero. Proud supporter of Northside.
21-7 is the score. Very impressive run by the quarterback, Jeff. You were talking about in the break. It's not something that you can really teach. You can either do it or you can't do it. He had an opportunity to be tackled 2 or 3 times and just didn't let it happen. They'll tee it up at the 40. Jordan Dilworth will retreat to his 6-yard line. The kick is up, and it'll be kicked away from Jordan. Understandably, the ball will be taken at the 20-yard line. It's the 25, get to the 30, up to the 35-yard line. On the far side of the field, hard to say. I would think it was Eli Bolton. And it was Eli.
Yeah, it was Eli.
So Eli will probably get a lot of kickoffs if Northside's defense can't stop them, but hopefully that will change. Northside now has the ball placed on the 31 or 32-yard line. It's hard to see from the far side of the field. I think it's the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Deuce will work out of the gun. He's going to send the man in motion and keep it himself, and he's got a little room. He gets up over the line of scrimmage, maybe get 4 yards out of it. He sent 4 receivers to the left side, sent 1 in motion. That was Devontae Bosley. Then Deuce keeps it himself. Kind of a different-looking formation. He was able to get 5 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
They pulled both guards on that, but that's a beautiful thing to watch, and they did a great job. 1 kicked out, 1 filled up inside. That's why it's 2nd and 4.
Aaron Robinson split to the wide side of the field. Jackson King is in the backfield. Hard-running sophomore. Deuce sends a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Jackson, and he's going to keep the ball himself. Actually, it looks like Jackson had it. Deuce takes it back from him. Jackson was hit immediately. And it looked like Deuce actually took the ball back from him, but he couldn't do anything with it. They're going to lose 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 now.
That was that nose guard again that we talked about pre-game.
He's a variant.
Yeah.
He is very talented. 3rd down and 6 for Northside. Deuce has 1 back in the backfield. Twins to the left, twins to the right. He wants to throw it. He's got time, and he throws it over the middle, and it is overthrown again. Had De'Aaron Robinson this time. These guys are getting open.
Oh, they're wide open.
And Deuce had a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's on him right there.
He had a little bit of time. He just let him too much. De'Aaron couldn't get to it. But the exciting thing is they're open.
They're open. And, and here's what you don't need, though. They're getting into this habit of 3 and out. You don't need that. Been down 2 touchdowns against an offense coach at North Little Rock.
Purpose will drop back to the 20 to take the snap. The good snap. The kick is up, and it is another wobbly spiral that's going to take a North Little Rock bounce this time. It hits the 40 and bounces back to the 43-yard line. Northside quick to down that one, Anthony Travis. 1st and 10 for North Little Rock. 6:43 now left in the half. Northside has seen them score 3 times with no answer.
No answer in it.
Brandon Marshall will come back in as your tailback. Tyler Day is your fullback. David Chappell will work under center with a 2-touchdown lead. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And 1 receiver to the wide side of the field. Everybody else is in the backfield, and they're going to run a counter play and get 3 yards out of it. Good job by Northside staying at home.
Number 10, Greg Washington, number 45, Locke Stubblefield in on the tackle for the Grizzlies on that play. That was a great job. Those guys, like you said, stayed at home and played their position. Worked out well on that time.
2nd and 7 for North Little Rock. Same formation, 2 backs in the backfield, it's an I formation. Big fullback Tyler Day, and then Brandon Thomas, your tailback, and he's going to hand it to Brandon Thomas. He gets a good block from Tyler Day, kind of keys off that, and he's going to get 4 more yards out of it. Will be short of a 1st down by maybe a yard.
Washington and Stubblefield in on the tackle buzz, along with 76 Stevie Gunn.
3rd and a short one. 5:47 left in the half. Chappell wants to get this one done quick. Takes the snap, runs a quarterback sneak, and he'll get the 1st down. All they want to do is just move those chains.
That's it. Eat up that clock. And that's a sign of a good team right there. You get you a lead, get you a couple of touchdown lead, and just get 1st down, chew the clock up, and keep the chains moving, and that's what they do.
Well, their big-time receiver, Devontae Montgomery, is in the slot on the left side. Got 1 back in the backfield. Brandon Thomas. Is it?
Yeah, Thomas Oscar is 28.
That is Oscar Attaway. He'll work out of the gun. He wants to throw it, and it is broken up by Elijah Taboo. Elijah had a beat on it, Jeff, and it looked like he was trying to get to it in enough time to get control, because if he does, that's 6.
Yeah, that was 6.
Good job by Elijah Taboo. Now, if you miss that and they catch it, that's 6 the other way.
The other way, back.
2nd down and 10. Chappell will work out of the shotgun this time. Has 1 receiver to the right side. He's got 1 to the left. The ball is placed in the middle of the field. He wants to keep it himself on a quarterback draw, and he bounces it out to the right side, makes a man miss, but he's going to be brought down this time by Tyreek Adams after a gain of 4 yards. Always scary when Chappell gets his hands on it, because he's able to go lateral as quick as he is north-south step. Good job by Tyreek Adams then.
And number 91, Hayden Washington, should have had him at the line of scrimmage, but he just missed.
3rd down and 6, 4:50 left in this half. Chappell takes the snap, wants to throw a screen out to the left side. It's complete. Missed tackle, but he's going to be taken out at the 35-yard line. Be a little bit short I'll say that. They're going to give him a first down.
Buzz Locke Stubblefield was trying to catch him, and he just didn't have an extra gear. But, again, Mr. Washington and on another tackle for the Grizzlies.
Well, that's going to be a 1st and 10, 4:43 left in the half. North Little Rock up 21-7. Chapel works out of the gun. Thomas in the backfield. He wants to throw it. He's got a man down the right side, but it's going to be broken up on great coverage by Tyreek Adams. Tyreek's having a good night.
Yes, sir, he is. That was perfect coverage. That was the old fade to the outside?
Yeah, and the thing about it, he's with him man-to-man running stride for stride, Jeff, and you always talk about these defensive backs that don't turn around and locate the ball. He turned around and located the ball and broke it up.
That was perfect.
2nd and 10 for North Little Rock after a great play by Tyreek Adams. Chapel works under center this time, one back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off up to the 30-yard line. He's going to get to the 25-yard line, close to a first down.
That's number 31 for North Little Rock.
Tyler Day.
And again, guess who was in on that tackle?
Locke Stubblefield.
Him and that number 10.
Greg Washington.
They're all over the field, man.
3rd down and 2. North Little Rock has controlled the line of scrimmage for the entire second quarter. Clock's at 4:09 and ticking. I formation for North Little Rock. One receiver to the right side. He's going to hand it off to his tailback. Will get the first down, gets down to the 20-yard line, where he is taken down.
That was Oscar.
Hard to see as Elijah Taboo, I think, is in on the tackle.
That was him.
1st and 10, 4 minutes left in the half. Chapel looks to the sideline. Barks the signals off to his line of scrimmage. Going to work out of the I formation. Going to pitch it back to his tailback. Gets around the corner at the 20. Makes the move. Is at the 10, at the 5, and he is going to be taken down at the 1-yard line. One thing about these running backs, that was Oscar Attaway again, Jeff. They just don't come down. These guys, you got to wrap them up, because if you don't, one of those glancing blows doesn't even phase them.
That was number 7. Cole Edens, and number 11, Anthony Travis on the stop.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Chapel's going to call his own number on a quarterback sneak and takes it in for the touchdown. Going to make it 27-7. Savannah will come in and attempt the extra point. So it has just been a basically our line against your line, and their line is winning.
Right now they are.
And you knew how good they were.
Oh, yeah.
You got a center that squats 650 and benches 400. He's a pretty hard guy to get out of the way, and then you've got a big fullback, Tyler Day, and, these guys are just like they candy from a baby when they're picking out holes. Kick is up, is good. Savannah is 4 for 4. North Little Rock has 28. Northside has 7. We'll take a break. Right after this word from Weichert Realty, we'll have the kickoff. This is Grizzly Radio on Live 98.7.
Weichert Realtors King Realty Group has served the Fort Smith area since 2005 and consistently offers clients the most well-trained, cutting-edge real estate agents in the River Valley with over 150 years combined experience in real estate sales and marketing. The current market is great, and now is the time to sell. Mention this commercial, and we'll give you a free market analysis on your home. Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000. That's Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000. 4,000.
28-7 is the score. 3:32 left in the half. Jordan Dilworth drops back. Looks like he's at the 9-yard line to take this. They're probably going to kick it away from him. Eli Bolton has gotten the last 2, and Eli will get this one too. He'll take it at his own 20, the 25, the 30, maybe get to the 31-yard line, where he'll be brought down. 1st and 10 for Northside with 3:27 left in the half. Like to get something going here and get another score before halftime, Jeff. We get the football in the 3rd quarter, and you never know. We've been down basically every game, and the offense always finds a way to get points on the board. They don't quit. But you sure got to do it right here. 3:27 left. 1st and 10 for Northside at the 31-yard line. Deuce has got Eli Bolton in the backfield. Ball's on the left hash mark. He takes the snap and he wants to hand it off to Bolton. Bolton gets 3 yards up to the 34-yard line.
You know, there's another thing to that, too, but you want to hang on to this ball for the next 3 minutes and 13 seconds so you don't give it back to North Little Rock and give them a chance to put more points on the board before the end of the first half, even if you don't.
A good plan. Tell you what I'd like to see. I'd like to see James Clayton catch one over the middle and take it in. That'd be a good birthday present for his mother, Sydney, who is here hoping the Grizzlies will get her a win. Deuce takes the snap out of the gun. He throws it complete for a first down on the far sideline. I say it's a first down. It's going to be real close, he's right at the stick. They still have the second down. Well, they'll move the chains now. First in for Northside. 2:47 left in the half, down 3 scores. They don't give up. Eli Bolton's going to stay in the backfield. Aaron Robinson and Jordan Dilworth will be split to the left side. Devontae Bosley's on the right side along with James Clayton. Deuce works out of the gun. He's going to send Dilworth in motion. He's going to hand it off to Bolton. He takes it up the middle. He's at the 40, the 30, at the 20. He's going to take it to the goal line. Touchdown, Northside. Eli Bolton on a huge hole. Shows his speed. Took care of the football. Got it into the end zone, Jeff. 2:37 left in the half, and Northside strikes.
That was beautiful.
Got to give the offensive line a lot of credit for that.
You should have seen that track block on that. That defensive tackle stood straight up, and the guard pulled, and it was just put his face mask right in his numbers, and that was it.
Deuce is in the swinging gate. He is looking at Travis. He wants the ball. He's going to take the snap. He keeps it himself, but he is not going to be able to get it in. They're going to wrap him up at the 1-yard line. Tried to get 2 out of it. It's unsuccessful. Scores 28-13. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with the kickoff after this word from Sawyers. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Hi, this is Buzz Sawyer. We've come a long way since 1988. Along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. My company has grown in one of the largest in Arkansas and Oklahoma, installing sunrooms, concrete driveways and patios, replacement windows, siding, and other products. Sawyers offers 100% financing with low monthly payments for any of your projects. Give us a call at 649-4600 or come by our showroom at 8605 Highway 271 South in Fort Smith.
58-yard touchdown run by Eli Bolton on a straight dive, Jeff. And it was just a big hole. He was in the secondary before they knew it, and then he just lit the burners, and they weren't going to catch him.
That was just a straight-ahead fullback dive. The down blocks by the play side offensive guard tackle, and the defensive tackle North Little Rock stood straight up and turned his numbers inside. And that's perfect position for a pulling guard to block on a trap. Bolton get that hole full speed, and there was no stopping.
Freitas tees it up at the 40. The last kick went into the end zone, and hopefully he stays with that. He approaches, he kicks it. This one's not going through. It hits at the 20, takes a funny bounce, picked up at the 9, at the 20, at the 25, at the 30, where he is taken down at the 35-yard line by J.T. Thorne. And those scare you because you don't know what's going to happen. The ball took a funny bounce. It's kind of hard to not just the return team, but your cover team. But good job at Northside covering that. The ball's at the 35-yard line. They're down 28-13. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. First and 10 for North Little Rock. They're going to come back out with their big fullback, Tyler Day. Chapel works out of the gun. Ball's on the right hash mark. He's going to send that away in motion and keep it himself, and he's going to be hit after a 3-yard gain.
Number 11, Anthony Travis. Number 45, locks Stubblefield in on tackle for the Grizzlies. That's a great play by both those guys.
Pick up a 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. 2:13 left in the half. And North Little Rock is playing with a sense of urgency right now. You can feel it. They want to get another score on the board before this half. Chapel looks to the sideline for the play. takes the snap, wants to throw it. He's got a man open at the 45, at the 50, at the 45, at the 40, where he is run out of bounds by Greg Washington. Now there is a penalty flag thrown. That is probably going to be, by the looks of the coaches on the sideline, it's probably going to be against North Little Rock.
I don't know about that. He went out of bounds at about the north side 41-yard line.
North side is moving back, but the coaches for North Little Rock were shrugging their shoulders and like, really? But no, it's going to go against the north side. I don't know what the call is.
It's the personal foul penalty that they did out of bounds. He went out of bounds at about the north side 41-yard line, and he kept running. And I don't know if the whistle was blown or not, but he was out of bounds when he was hit by a north side guy, and that's why they threw the flag.
Ball's at the 25-yard line of north side. Minute 50 left in this half. North Little Rock up 28-13. Another pass out to the left side. He tries to shake a man, but he's not going to get past Elijah Taboo after a gain of 2, but Elijah made a good tackle.
That was a great overfield tackle by Elijah Taboo.
Clock's running a minute 30. They have one timeout left. Well, fumbles and penalties have been the name of the game.
Absolutely.
2nd 2 for the Charging Wildcat. Capel gets the play, works out of the gun, sends a man in motion. Actually, he's going to stay. That is Marshall, and he keeps the ball now and throws it. It's going to be a short hop, incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Tyler Day will come back in. You expected that, Jeff. Big fullback. They have a 3rd and 2, and they want to keep the chains moving. Clock is at 1:09 after the incomplete pass. Going to set up in an I formation. You've got Brandon Thomas at tailback, Tyler Day at fullback, and they're going to hand it off to Tyler Day to get the first down. He does and more, gets down to the 7-yard line. Hard to bring that big man down.
You got to have a good feeling when your fullback is bigger than all but about one of your offensive line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line, a minute 4 left in the half. I formation again, same guys, Tyler Day and Brandon Thomas. He's going to hand it to Brandon Thomas, and he's going to be hit for a loss, 4-yard loss back to the 12.
That was number 11, Anthony Travis, and number 40 was in on the tackle as well. That was Aaron Fields for the Grizzlies.
North Little Rock will use their last time out. There's 50 seconds left in the half. They have a 28-13 lead. And you can feel it when they took the kickoff, Jeff. They had a sense of urgency. They want to get the ball in the end zone. That score by Northside was just too easy for them.
Yeah, that was too easy. And they, North Little Rock, and it's like Dallas Cowboys we still gave Aaron too much time. It looks like Northside may have given North Little Rock and their offense a bit too much time.
Give them too much time, and then you throw a penalty in there, personal foul. It definitely doesn't help your cause. Ball's at the 12 or 13-yard line now, be 2nd and goal. 50 seconds left in the half. Capel's going to work out of the gun, send 2 receivers to the right side now. He sends a man in motion. That's Attaway. Rolls to the right now, throws it back to the left. It is complete, but he's going to be brought down for no gain at the 12-yard line.
Now, Buzz, that's what's called coachable kids right there. Number 13, Elijah Taboo, and number 90, Trevante Rideout, stayed at home and played that part.
3rd and goal now at the 13-yard line, 28 seconds and running. Chapel works out of the gun. He's being pressured, wants to throw it. It's going to be overthrown, almost intercepted by Northside. But that was direct result from being pressured as hard as he was. He had to throw that ball away. Now they'll come in with Savannah Melton to try to get a field goal out of this and put her team down at the 20-yard line. This will be a 30-yard field goal. 21 seconds left in the half. Northside, great job keeping them out of the end zone.
That was a great defensive stand out there by the Grizzlies. They should be very proud that they build on that at halftime.
Northside wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this word from A to Z Variety Store. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Halloween is just around the corner. Check out these hauntingly great buys at A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith, like costumes, makeup, Halloween inflatables, masks, Halloween decor, and candy. Hurry in. These deals won't last long. Shop wall-to-wall discounts, all at one convenient Fort Smith location at 2600 Midland Boulevard. Home decor, housewares, a grocery section, and even more. It's all at A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith.
28-13 is the score. Savannah Melton will put her tee down on the 20-yard line. This will be a 30-yard attempt. Northside took a timeout. They just wanted to look this over, Jeff, talk about it. She's definitely within range. Now Northside's just trying to ice what they call their last timeout. We'll stay here with it, Jeff. I don't know how well that works. I guess it's worth a try. It probably couldn't hurt. I've seen some kickers that it backfires on. I remember one, Huey Von Schaman, played at OU against Ohio State. Yeah. They tried to ice him, and he went all the way to Ohio State sideline and helped them lead the fight song. Then
he was directed to miss that kick.
Yeah.
And
went back out and split the upright.
But last night, Houston and Memphis were playing, and Major Appleblatt, the coach of Houston, called 3 consecutive timeouts. The kicker from Memphis made 2 of them, and on the third one, he missed it. When it counted, he missed it.
Well, let's see what happens here. Savannah's back on the field. Ball placed at the 20-yard line. A good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is right through the middle. Didn't phase her at all. The score is now 31-13. Northside will get the football with 21 seconds left in the half.
Buzz, I think she missed that.
They're going to say she missed it. Look from this vantage point, we're right down the middle. I don't know which side she missed it to.
I think it went a little bit wide left.
It looked like it went right down the middle. There are no points added to the scoreboard. I never saw the signal from the referee. Anyway, it's 28-13. Let's go with it.
And that's a good thing for Northside.
Well, Northside will set it in the protection play here. They will not try to get anything out of this. They'll be content to go in behind 28-13.
Better watch out for Coach Fleur. He may pull a Dan Marino.
He could. North Little Rock knows that he can.
Oh, yeah.
They're very well aware of that.
Well, they've got 4 of their fastest guys back there about 10 yards off the ball. So
18 seconds left, and we'll see what they do here. Deuce is going to take the snap and just drop to a knee and let this one run out. They'll go into halftime down 28-13, but they will get the ball in the third quarter, and I would love to see the film of that kick. I'm not sure where that went, but it looked like it was right down the middle, but it was not. Northside escapes with no blood drawn there, 28-13. We'll be back with the Weikert Realty halftime report right after this word from Cherryberry.
Cherryberry self-serve frozen yogurt offers 50 rotating healthy flavors and 100 toppings. Simply grab a cup and start swirling. Add toppings ranging from granola, cereals, and fresh fruits to all kinds of candies, sprinkles, and even a variety of nuts and syrup. After the creation is complete, weigh and pay by the ounce.
Oh, you do the Cherryberry, do the Cherryberry, do the Cherryberry.
At Cherryberry, the possibilities are endless as you have complete control. Swirl it, top it, weigh it, pay for it.
Do the Cherryberry.
Oh.
Cherryberry, located on Phoenix in the Fort Smith Pavilion. That's how you do it.
Selecting a funeral home when someone dies is one of the most difficult decisions you will ever make. Pinterest Funeral Home has been committed to helping families in the Fort Smith area since 1913. The most important thing you will find at Pinterest Funeral Home is people, caring professionals who understand, and people who are honored to take care of your loved one with dignity and respect. Caring and compassionate service, Pinterest Funeral Home. Visit them online at pinterestmortuary.com or call 479-783-6178.
Armstrong Bank is a proud supporter of the Northside High School Grizzlies. Wishing you good luck and a great season from our team to yours. We are family owned and operated and have been since 1909. With 4 convenient locations now in Fort Smith, our friendly and knowledgeable staff is excited to get to know you and ready to serve your financial needs. Come see us today and we'll show you the Armstrong difference. For hours and locations, please visit our website at www.armstrongbank.com.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You've got to check out Golden Corral's all-new smokehouse. All week long at dinner, we're serving up authentic hickory smoked pulled pork, chicken, and fall-apart tender baby back ribs. And there's even more on the weekends. Smoked beef brisket and incredible smoked turkey. Hickory smoked meats, cooked low and slow to juicy perfection and right on site. Golden Corral has over 150 choices, all for one low price. But the only choice that matters is yours. Golden Corral, your choice rules.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV, and 2017 is winding down, and it's closeout time at Crabtree. We're not only cutting prices on the remaining 17s, we've also marked down every 2018 in stock. Come shop at one of the largest indoor showrooms in the country and take advantage of discounts up to $20,000 off new motorhomes and fifth wheels, and over $10,000 off new travel trailers. Shop us online or visit us behind Cracker Barrel in Alma. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
For almost 7 decades, Nabholz has built a reputation for quality, value, service, and integrity. 20 of those years, we've proudly served the Fort Smith area. How? By working with the highest safety standards, taking care of our employees, and serving our communities. From office buildings to hospitals to museums, we build it all. We're also the #1 K-12 builder in the state with over $1 billion worth of facilities in just the last 10 years. We want to know you better. Stop by our website and let us know how we can serve you. www.nabholz.com or 877-NABHOLZ.
This is the Northside Grizzly Halftime Report, sponsored by Weichert Realtors, King Realty Group.
Welcome back to the Charging Wildcats Stadium in North Little Rock, Arkansas. We're at halftime. It's 28-13. I feel good about it. Northside's going to get the ball first in the third quarter. The North Little Rock Band is on the field playing right now. This halftime is sponsored by Weichert Realtors, King Realty Group. Put your real estate trust in the hands of the professionals. Whether you're buying or selling, let Weichert Realtors do what they do best. Make the call, 479-242-4000, and let their highly trained agents take care of all your real estate needs. Kevin and Elizabeth King are owners. They're also the proud parents of Jackson King, who we'd love to see get about 100 yards in the second half, 2 or 3 scores. But he is a fine young man, and he's got a great future in front of him. We appreciate him. We appreciate Weichert Realtors for the job that they do and continued success. Jeff, 28-13. Man, I tell you what, we talk about being in a football game. Yes. We were down 28-0 against Conway and got comfortable back in it. So we felt like we could, do some damage with them. This team they're good. No question about it. Their offensive line is very, very impressive. Their defensive line is impressive. But our offense, we have missed 2 passes that could have been 2 scores. That's got to be a topic of conversation at halftime with these coaches.
Well, it has to, and it has to be with the offensive line coach in particular. That now one of those was the offensive line's fault because they didn't give Deuce enough time. That's one where Dilworth was wide open down the middle. He catches that, then nobody can catch him. But the second one, I think, was more on Deuce. I think he got a little bit of hurt footsteps coming at him and hurried that throw a little bit when he did have time. But one of those was on the offensive line, one was on Deuce. But like you said earlier, they're open. And sooner or later, if Deuce hits one, North Little Rock don't have anybody on their roster that if Dilworth catches one full stride, he's gone.
Well, you know that Dilworth and Darren Robinson both are saying right now at halftime, or they were probably saying it on the sideline, in the first half, hey, guys, I can get open. There is a place there on that slant that I can get open. I can beat this guy. And they can.
Yes, they can.
So let's just get it to them. I look forward to James Clayton. He may be a factor in the second half.
And another thing I like, and probably what Coach Thurr may be telling his team had done is, look, they took their best shots. They pounded us. You guys didn't quit. You're only down 15 points. You get the ball first, start the second half. Let's take the ball, drive it down their throats, and get within 1 score in this ball game. And they have. They've taken North Little Rock's best shots tonight, and as evidenced on that last drive, they pulled up. They had first and goal on the 7-yard line, and ended up trying to kick a 30-yard field goal. So that they went backwards 6 yards. And Northside's defense has a lot to be proud of that, and so does Northside's offensive line. They've come in here tonight and really competed. And like I talked before the game started, that punching.
Yeah.
Punching. You keep punching and you keep punching. And that's what both offensive and defensive lines for Northside have done tonight, and they should be really proud of that.
Well, you got to give both sides of the ball a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But like you said, that last drive was aided with that penalty, but they get all the way down to, deep into our territory, and we're able to push them back and ice them on the field goal. And that was, called 2 timeouts. It worked.
It did, and
she missed it. It looked like it was good from here, but if she hooked it and it went left, it may have been because her concentration was broken a little bit. Whatever the reason, it worked, and it's still 28-13. The 2 scores that Northside has, Deuce-wise, actually caught a touchdown pass with J.T. Thorne. J.T. Thorne is 2 for 2 on that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
It was a great play. It's fun to watch plays like that, especially when they result in touchdowns. But then the other touchdown that Northside scored, Eli Bolton on a 58-yard dive that was, he was in the defensive backfield before they knew what hit him. He lit the burners, Jeff, and there was nobody going to catch him. But the thing I liked about Eli, he was running with both hands on the ball, baby. He was not going to drop it, and he wasn't going to be stripped.
No, he wasn't going to be stripped behind or from the side or from the front, either one. And that was a great job. And I wish people could have seen the blocking scheme that worked to perfection on that. That was one of the best trap blocks that I've seen Northside's guards pull off all season. That was awesome.
A turnover and a couple of penalties.
Yeah.
You'd like to have those back.
Oh, absolutely.
But they are what they are. And it happened. We're still in this football game, 28-13. And I will guarantee you that Coach Valure and his assistants, we just saw Coach Fraser in the second half.
This is going to be a great second half of football. I hope everybody stays tuned to listen to the second half. And on that note, sure to appreciate all of our listeners. Thank everybody for listening tonight.
We also want to thank our broadcast partners that have teamed up with us tonight, KASR 92.7 out of Little Rock and ARSN, the Arkansas Sports Radio Network. Jeff, that's pretty big there. We're going all over the state of Arkansas, and we do appreciate the help there. Let's talk about special teams. Jason Surface, he's had some good punts tonight. Had that last one that bounced back on him just a little bit. But other than that, he's done a good job. The snaps have been good. We've only seen one bad snap produced. But you know what results when you get a bad snap. So Deuce had to take total concentration away from the play and just concentrate on getting the football. Resulted in a 4-yard loss. We hadn't seen any since. So.
No, and that 4-yard loss is sure better than a turnover. So he did the smart thing, and he's getting a lot better at making quick on his feet decisions during a ball game. And the special teams, I say, except for the two-point conversion, that the special teams are pretty even tonight. Both teams are trying to do that little high kick thing to the sideline to keep their deep threats from getting the ball.
28-13 is the score. There's 10 minutes left in the half. You've been listening to the Weichert Realty Halftime Show. We've got a little bit more for you, but we're going to take a break and be back with more of the Weichert Realty Halftime after this word from Weichert Realty. This is Grizzlies Radio on Life 98.7.
Weichert Realtors King Realty Group has served the Fort Smith area since 2005 and consistently offers clients the most well-trained, cutting-edge real estate agents in the River Valley with over 150 years combined experience in real estate sales and marketing. The current market is great, and now is the time to sell. Mention this commercial, and we'll give you a free market analysis on your home. Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000. That's Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000.
Hi, this is Buzz Sawyer. We've come a long way since 1988. Along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. My company has grown in one of the largest in Arkansas and Oklahoma, installing sunrooms, concrete driveways and patios, replacement windows, siding, and other products. Sawyer's offers 100% financing with low monthly payments for any of your projects. Give us a call at 649-4600 or come by our showroom at 8605 Highway 271 South in Fort Smith.
Big crowds and sports parties call for big savings. A to Z Variety Store is your headquarters for snacks and beverages on game night. You'll always score a touchdown with their huge selection of chips, dips, cookies, and beverages located in the A to Z Variety Store grocery aisles. Shop wall-to-wall discounts all at one convenient Fort Smith location at 2600 Midland Boulevard. It's all at A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith.
Cherry Berry self-serve frozen yogurt offers 50 rotating healthy flavors and 100 toppings. Simply grab a cup and start swirling. Add toppings ranging from granola, cereals, and fresh fruits to all kinds of candies, sprinkles, and even a variety of nuts and syrups. After the creation is complete, weigh and pay by the ounce.
Oh, and do the Cherry Berry, do the Cherry Berry, do the Cherry.
At Cherry Berry, the possibilities are endless as you have complete control. Swirl it, top it, weigh it, pay for it.
Do the Cherry Berry.
Oh. Cherry Berry, located on Phoenix in the Fort Smith Pavilion. That's how you do it.
You've got to check out Golden Corral's all-new smokehouse. All week long at dinner, we're serving up authentic hickory smoked pulled pork, chicken, and fall-apart tender baby back ribs. And there's even more on the weekends. Smoked beef brisket and incredible smoked turkey. Hickory smoked meats, cooked low and slow to juicy perfection and right on site. Golden Corral has over 150 choices, all for one low price. But the only choice that matters is yours. Golden Corral, your choice rules.
The following is a legal statement required by the Arkansas Activities Association. The schools participating in this program are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of each have assisted in writing the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools. Both are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The association governs over 500-plus schools within the state of Arkansas and has adopted the National Federation of State High School Association rules.
Welcome back to the Weicker Realtor King Realty Group halftime report. Gentlemen, I'm going to throw some names out to you.
All right.
Greg Washington, Locke Stubblefield, Elijah Taboo, Tyreek Adams, Stevie Young. Are they having a good first half?
They're playing the games third here tonight. They've all on defense, especially Stevie Young, going both ways tonight. I don't think he's come off the field unless they're punting or kicking off or punt return or kickoff return. As far as playing offense and defense, he has to come off the field, and he's lighting them up on both sides of the ball. And Washington, wow, it just seems like we've been calling his name almost every play on defense. He's made some really impressive open field tackles on some really outstanding athletes that North Little Rock has. He's only missed one. It didn't cost him a touchdown, but and I think that's something that these. You got. I think right now the players of the game right now could be the north side coaching staff. Yeah, they're calling a great game. They've had a great game plan coming in here tonight. They've obviously had. I don't want to sound like Coach Thielemann here by saying we had a good week of preparation, but apparently they have, and they're executing their game plan pretty good. Now you say, well, they're down by. Why are they down by 15 points? Well. North Little Rock, they have a game plan too, and they're executing their game plan pretty well too. And their offensive line and their talent in the backfield is just unbelievable. And when you can line up a fullback, like I said earlier, when you line up a fullback and the only offensive lineman that's bigger than him is your center, well, you got to feel pretty good about that. And with the talent that they have lined up as their wide receivers and in their backfield, you can run any offense you want to, and you're going to make yardage. They've lined up in the power I. They've lined up in the pro I. They've lined up in the wing. They've lined up in the wing T. They've lined up in the slot wing. They've lined up in about 5 or 6 different formations and made positive yardage in every one of those formations.
Well, we talked about how many guys that they have, and they have a lot. At teams that we've played earlier this year, that one guy that you really need to key on, and if you can shut him down, then you have a really good chance. They have so many weapons, and whether it's, a power I or if it's in the wing, one thing that you notice with them is if they get a little bit panicky, then they try to start throwing the football. And then when they see that, hey, that may not work, they always can go back to Tyler Day or Brandon Thomas or even the quarterback, David Chappell, because he is able to do a lot on his own. But when they get down in 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, you see that power eye coming at you, and they're pretty successful in moving the chains like that. But Northside has done a great job. Open field tackling. They threw a lot of wide receiver screens that could have been very, very costly to us if it hadn't been for the ability to make those tackles. We talk about there's just one missed tackle, but it didn't hurt us. So you hope that we continue along that same path in the second half and don't let one get past us, because they're going to – I don't think North Little Rock will change anything that they're doing. No. They're having success at a lot of different things. It's just that Northside has been able to answer back 2 times now, and actually, let's say 3 times, because they were able to turn them back on that last one. So knowing that, I don't think that North Little Rock will really change anything. I think their game plan stays the same. I think Northside will try to hit you on a couple more slant passes and maybe get James Clayton set up on a tight end post, because he has such good hands. If you can get it close to him, he's a big target. He'll make a catch.
Yeah, he's going to catch the ball, and on Northside just a couple plays away from going big time and get a couple of big scores there in the first half. Hopefully they can come back and get that done in the second half.
Well, that's going to wrap up the Weichert Realty King Realty Group halftime report. We'll take a break and be back with kickoff right after this word from Armstrong Bank.
Armstrong Bank is a proud supporter of the Northside High School Grizzlies. Wishing you good luck and a great season from our team to yours. We are family-owned and operated and have been since 1909. With 4 convenient locations now in Fort Smith, our friendly and knowledgeable staff is excited to get to know you and ready to serve your financial needs. Come see us today and we'll show you the Armstrong.
Help you experience the natural state. Our giant indoor showroom makes shopping enjoyable with hundreds to choose from. You're sure to find the right RV for any budget. Like the 2018 KZ Sportsman Fifth Wheel starting at $245 a month, or the 2018 Coachman Freedom Express as low as $210 a month. We're behind the Cracker Barrel in Alma, Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
Stand by for the second half of Northside Grizzly football on Life 98.7.
For almost 7 decades now, Holes has built a reputation for quality, value, service, and integrity. 20 of those years, we've proudly served the Fort Smith area. How? By working with the highest safety standards, taking care of our employees, and serving our communities. From office buildings to hospitals to museums, we build it all. We're also the #1 K-12 builder in the state with over $1 billion worth of facilities in just the last 10 years. We want to know you better. Stop by our website and let us know how we can serve you. www.navholes.com or 877-NABHOLZ.
Both teams have gotten their halftime instructions. They're back on the field getting loose. Northside will take the kickoff. And, Jeff, whatever we said as far as how their game plan is going to go, I sure like to see it happen.
Well, I sure would like to see it happen for Northside, too. This would get them off snide, so to speak. And, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel up here when we talk about football up here. All this stuff, everybody that's listening to us knows about this. North Little Rock, it's not going to change anything. They're going to keep doing what they're doing, and there's no sense fixing something that's not broken. And like you said, when they need 2 or 3 yards, they're going to line up in the power eye. They're going to run right behind that big center they have in either one of the A gaps, and they're probably going to get 2 or 3 yards. And if they hold their blocks long enough, they're going to break one north side. I think they're not going to change their game plan. I think they have a good game plan. They just need to hold their blocks a little bit longer on pass plays, give Deuce Wise a little bit more time, and give those receivers time to get open, because they are getting open. They're going to hit some big plays.
They hit a couple of big plays in the first half, and they know they can do it. They missed a couple of big plays. That's the thing that makes you think, hey, we're in it.
Yes, sir.
We can do it. We forced a turnover in their first series. We took the ball down, scored, put them behind the 8 ball right off the bat, but then they started that big machine moving, put 21 unanswered points on the board, but Northside did not falter. They did not give up, and they came back and they do like Northside Grizzlies do.
Yes, sir.
They're back in this football game, 28-13, and it has been a good.
It's been a good, hard-fought football game, and one thing that I'd like to watch here is on the kids, don't be surprised if North Little Rock's head coach don't call an onside kick here. And,
I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't put it past them either. And so Northside's front line on their kickoff team needs to be heads up here and make sure that ball goes over their head.
Well, Northside's definitely capable of doing something like that. Yeah. And sometimes you think, hey, we're doing it because it's the unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, we need to try to do that to gain an advantage here. These guys may do it just try to put you away.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be the difference in their game plan. But you're exactly right. It's something that you want to look out for because they have a 28-13 lead, and if they get the ball back on an onside kick, and boy, that deflates you so fast. But let's don't even talk about that. We're going to talk about Jordan Dilworth and both getting it taken back.
Yeah, kick that thing straight to Dilworth and let him catch it on the run. That's what I need to do.
Kick that 4-5 in gear and see what he can do.
You bet.
Well, the referees are at midfield. They're waiting for both teams to put their respective kicking teams on the field. Northside will send Dilworth back to the 6-yard line to return this. Aaron Robinson and Eli Bolton will be your up back. Northside will be working from south to north or your right to left. And we're just about ready to tee this up. 30 seconds left, and then they will kick it away, and hopefully we watch Northside get on a very sustained drive, or maybe not. Maybe just hit a big post right down the middle and put some points on the board. But whatever they do, you just like to see some success right off the bat.
But sure would like to. And I noticed Anthony Travis out there limping a little bit, but I got to thinking he does that every week.
Every week, after every play.
Yeah, after every play, so he's all right.
Dilworth at the 6-yard line. He is your deep back. Eli Bolton will be on the left side. Aaron Robinson is in the center at the 25-yard line. And we are about ready to get this second half underway, and here we go. And they're going to kick it deep to Dilworth, and he will take it at the 5-yard line. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's taken down at the 21-yard line. They had a little confidence in their kickoff team there, Jeff, that they could cover. They kicked it right to Dilworth, and he was only able to get 21 out of it, but it's a 1st and 10 for Northside. Down 28-13. Like you said, they may not change anything, but just hope they have more success with what they did try.
Just stay after their blocks, just like they've been doing the first half, and everything will be all right.
Jackson King will start at tailback. He's going to send 2 receivers to the right side. James Clayton is your tight end on the left. He's going to hand it to Jackson. Jackson is hit at the line of scrimmage, but as usual, he does not go down, and he gets up to the 26-yard line before they bring him down. He was hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, he was.
But he just kept turning, but he is hurt, Jeff. He is on his knees, and he's banging the turf. He took a really good lick.
That looks to me like he's holding his stomach, so maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all that is.
It's like his knees are okay because he's moving around so much, and the coaches who usually come out and kind of grab you by the pants and pull up on you, and I think that's what they're doing. You have binoculars. Can you tell?
She's pulling up on his belt all right, but I think he took a blow to the stomach with a helmet.
Yeah.
And
he was a sitting target.
Yeah, he was.
Once you try to get second effort out of that, and you're just hung out, really, and he took a hard lick. He took a hard lick at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
he just kept his legs turning like he does.
Boy, it's strong.
Picks up 5. It's going to be second down and 5 now, but he is still laying on the ground. But he's going to take his helmet off. And
well, what you say there is, look, we're no hurry here. You stay down on the ground and get your breath back because there's no time limit on this.
He's back up and he's walking off under his own power, but he is walking gingerly, and you can tell that.
Wow,
it's not.
That was a hard run.
Not knees or shoulders.
No, it's nothing like that. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all it is. And there's no rib damage or anything like that. I don't think it was because they weren't checking his ribs there on the field.
Well, they've got him off the field now. It'll be 2nd and 5 after a 5-yard pickup by Jackson. Eli Bolton will replace him. Devontae Bosley will split to the left. That is the wide side of the field. Deuce wants to throw. Feeling the pressure, he's going to roll to his left, try to get something out of it, goes back to his right, makes a man miss. He's at the 30. He's going to get the first down. He's at the 40 and goes out of bounds at 42, and that is all Deuce Wise.
That was all Deuce Wise. You're right there.
He wanted to throw, and he felt the pressure, Jeff. And you learn a lesson when you throw a couple of interceptions. Do what you can do, and Deuce has a lot of talent to be able to get out of a jam, and a lot more times than not, Deuce makes a big play out of something that's not there, and he did then. He moved the chains. 1st and 10, the ball was spotted at the 41-yard line of Northside. Score is 28-13. Deuce looks at the sideline, gets the play. Eli Bolton will line up behind him. Deuce works out of the gun. He sends Dilworth in motion, and he's going to hand it off to Eli, and he is met in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Wow.
That's a big push on the defensive line. Big push.
Yeah, somebody went the wrong way on the block. The left tackle just let somebody go, and that was somebody, I think, that made that tackle. That was.
Well, De'Aaron Robinson is going to check out. Stetson Van Montre is going to check in. He'll be at the tight end position. Dilworth will split wide to the left. He's in a man-to-man setup. Deuce will work out of the gun with Eli. Deuce wants to throw, and he looks for George Dilworth, and the ball was thrown right where he could catch it. Goes through his hands. Should have been a reception. The ball would have been caught at the 30-yard line. Good throw by Deuce, but he must have lost his concentration because that was definitely a catchable football.
Yeah, that went right through his hands, and that's just unfortunate because that was a touchdown.
3rd down and 14. Deuce getting the play from the sideline. Devontae Bosley now will split to the left side. One back in the backfield. That's Bolton. He's going to send Dilworth in motion again. Wants to throw. Deuce gets the snap. Feeling a lot of pressure. Throws a screen pass, but it goes incomplete. So now we will have to punt after a 3rd missed opportunity. This time it was the receiver's fault. Just perfect pass, let it go through his hands. Brings up a 4th down and 14. Jason Surface will now have to punt. He'll take the snap at the 22-yard line. Deontay Montgomery, your speedy wide receiver, will return this punt. He sets up at his own 30-yard line. It's a high, wobbly spiral, and he will take it at the 30-yard line. He is hit immediately, but escapes that, gets up to the 33-yard line where he is brought down. That's the first time you've seen a North Little Rock return man take a chance on catching one.
That was number 45, Locke Stubblefield, and number 50, Hunter Lynham, and on the tackle for the Grizzlies. That was a good tackle by the
Hunter. Did a good job because he is the long snapper. Plus, he was able to get downfield and make the play. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line from North Little Rock. Chapel works under center, and he will hand the ball off to Tyler Day. He is up the middle very, very quick for a 1st down. Gets to the 47-yard line. That'll be a 13-yard gain.
Have a kid that big and be that quick and hit the hole, just
do that out of your fullback position. You cannot see a lot of times on that defensive line. He hits it so fast. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 10:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Chapel gets under center, has one back in the backfield, and he's going to fake the handoff. He wants to throw. He's got a man open over the middle, and he catches at the 20. And he is brought down at the 5-yard line on a diving tackle. And that was a touchdown-saving tackle that was made by Deuce Wise. Deuce showed his speed then. They've got him playing both ways. He played a little bit both ways last week against Conway, but that was a wide-open receiver that was kept out of the end zone by Deuce Wise, but it is at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. I formation from North Little Rock, and the handoff goes to Brandon, and he will get it down to the 2-yard line. Brandon Thomas, sophomore, 5'11", 181, 4'5", but he runs like he's one of those guys that's built compact and low to the ground. Second down and goal from the 2. Chappell gets under center, works out of a power eye. Now he is going to hand it off, and it is in for the touchdown, and that is Tyler Day working out of the fullback position, and he just powers his way in. Takes the score to 34, waiting on the extra point. And they'll line up in the swinging gate, check it out. Northside does, and they will line up for the conventional extra point here. Savannah missed that field goal at the end of the second quarter. Sometimes that gets in your head when you miss one. I mean, it was a 30-yard field goal, but it gets in your head, so hopefully it's in her head right now, and she misses another one. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and I will wait to see what the signal is, and they say it's good. Makes the score 35-13. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this word from Blaylock Heat and Air. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Ferris football in fall. What a great time of year. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. If you're looking for a way to cut your utility bills, we're here to help with the York high-efficiency heating and cooling products and the Ream tankless water heater with 95% efficiencies. So to have a red truck rolling your way today, give us a call. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
9:23 left in the third, and didn't work like we wanted it to.
No.
Instead of us scoring, they scored. 35-13. They'll tee it up at the 40, and Dilworth drops back at the 6. Like to have another chance at it. I'm sure he's thinking that right now. Let's see where he wants to kick this one. He's going to short kick this, and it's going to be taken by James Clayton at the 29-yard line. He calls fair catch, smart thing to do. First and 10 for Northside at the 29-yard line. 9:23 left in the third. Down 35-13. And you'd like to have another wide-open Jordan Dilworth to see if he can make up for that last incompletion.
They need to answer here. And they need to answer with a touchdown.
Deuce was going both ways in that last series. He'll come on, work out of the gun. Eli Bolton is still the running back. We haven't got any word on Jackson King left. Ball's on the left hash mark. Deuce takes the snap, rolls to the right. He pitches it to Bolton. Bolton gets to the 20, the 25-yard line, taken out at the 27. Nice pickup.
Yeah, that was, I think they should have added 15 to that. He was taken
out of bounds. 37-yard. 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. It'll bring up a second down and 1. Good job by Deuce. We talked about his reading ability last week. Out of 20 rushes, he only had 2 incorrect reads, and that was a correct read there. Get the ball to Eli Bolton. He was able to get around the corner and pick up 9. Second and 1, 9:15 left in the third. Twins to the left. That's the wide side. Deuce wants to keep it himself, and he possibly gets the first down. He just needed 1. It's going to be close.
Looks like they're marking him about a yard short, Buzz.
Shocking. Well, they're looking to the sideline to see if they can get a measurement. They're not going to. It will be 3rd and 1. De'Aaron Robinson and Jordan Dilworth will go to the right side. The ball is on the right hash mark. And he'll send Dilworth in motion. He's going to draw Little Rock offside, so they'll get the first down here on the penalty. 8:42 left in the third quarter. Be a 1st and 10 for Northside.
That's twice he's done that tonight. He's very good at that. And so are the offense. The whole offense is good to be able to stay still like that.
Ball is spotted at the 47-yard line. 8:36 left in the third. Trying to look for Jackson King on the sideline. He is up and moving around. Deuce works out of the gun and sends Dilworth in motion. He's going to keep the ball himself and pick up 2 yards possibly. He had a guy on his back, Jeff, that he was trying to carry him. Kept him from pitching the ball. It looked like he wanted to pitch it to Eli, but he kept it instead. Probably a smart move. Just get the yard out of it. Be 2nd and 9. 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third. J.T. Thorne, if you look at the sophomore, is in. He's going to split out to the left side. Bill Worth is in the slot on the right with De'Aaron Robinson. James Clayton is in at tight end. Deuce takes the snap, but there was some movement in the backfield, so they're going to move that one back. Looked like Eli Bolt was a little bit anxious there, Jeff.
Yeah, just a little bit, and might have been a good thing, though, then, because both Northside's center and their 2 guards got knocked back in the backfield then, so.
They'll talk it over, but move it back 5 yards, so to bring up the 2nd and 14. De'Aaron Robinson now will come to the wide side of the field. That's the left side. North side works from your right to left or south to north. Dilworth is in the slot. Deuce wants to throw. He's got some pressure, and he throws it over the middle, but he is held. Now they're going to throw the flag
on that bad.
They waited their sweet time to do it, but that's going to be a pass interference call. And, Jeff, my eyes are right. That looks like Jackson King that they interfered. So that is a very good sign.
That's a very good sign.
So Jackson King is back in the football game. That will be a pass interference. He was held in the middle of the field. Deuce threw it over his head, Jeff, but I don't know that he really would have had a chance to catch it or not. But
that's
still was pass interference, just like what we got called against us.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Northside. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line of North Little Rock. They're down 35-13. Clock at 7:19. Deuce works out of the gun with Jackson King in the backfield. Strong young man, and he takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out to, looks like, it's hard to tell who has the football, but he gets up to the 30. That's J.T. Thorne. He gets up to the 30-yard line on a jet sweep. Once he took the football, he had it tucked, and you couldn't see his number.
That
good
was
job by J.T.
Yeah, that was a good. That was a good read there by Deuce Wise. And what makes that option go, Buzz, is that if you don't allow penetration by the defense, and you've got you're moving the defensive line back, that makes the option work really well. And if they keep doing that, they're going to keep getting big plays on that option.
Spotted at the 33, another 1st and 10 for Northside after a jet sweep by J.T. Thorne. Deuce works out of the gun, and he's going to hand it off to Jackson King. Jackson takes the lick at the 30, but keeps on ticking up to the 28-yard line. Hey, he is a very strong, young man.
Too.
He's tough. He was hurt. He could barely get off the field, and now he's back in doing what he does, but they're going to give him a rest and bring Eli Bolton back in. Take that back. That's Devontae Bosley. They're not going to have a running back in the backfield. Looks like it will be an empty set. It is. They're going to send twins to the left side in a bunch set. Deuce will send Bosley in motion, takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the corner. He's at the 25. He's hit hard. Take it down at the 24-yard line. Get up, Deuce, because he was hit.
He was hit. Yeah,
hard.
He got up.
He's a tough young man, too.
He is tough, too, I'll guarantee you.
Jackson's going to come back in now. Devontae Bosley will go out of the game. Ball's on the left hash mark. Spotted at the 25-yard line. We're in the Burton Pools and Spas red zone. Jackson King will be your tailback. Twins to the right, twins to the left, and Dilworth in motion, and they're going to draw men offside. That's going to get them another 5, and they've been real successful with that tonight, Jeff, but I don't know if that defensive back thinks he needs to come on our side of the line to chase him or what, because that's the second time he's done that. Every Dilworth goes in motion, he'll come behind him.
Well, he was on the other side the last time he did that, so it doesn't seem to matter what side they line him up on. He's going to jump offside.
They'll spot the ball at the 19-yard line of North Little Rock. Good drive in progress for Northside. 1st and 10. Deuce takes the snap. He wants to throw, looks to the right. He's going to have a man. It's complete to Dilworth at the 10. He's down to the 5 and taken out of bounds Dilworth on an out route. Deuce throws a perfect pass to him. Dilworth hauls it in and gets it down to the 5. It will be first and goal now. 5:27 left in the third.
I'll tell you what, Buzz Dilworth in the last 4 or 5 weeks has taken some really good shots. And he just keeps getting back up and keeps going and keeps going. I'm glad to see that.
That's good to see because he was hurt the first 3 games.
Yep.
Got hurt in the Heritage scrimmage and missed the first 3 games. Good to see that, Jeff. You're exactly right. First and goal, 5:27 left in the third quarter. Deuce works out of the gun, and he will hand it off. Looks like Bolton, and they're going to try to shove him as far as they can. I think he may get a yard out of it.
Yeah, he'd be lucky if he gets a yard out of that. And that was number 6, Bolton.
Well, it looks like, I think it was Jack.
Yeah, it is Jack. That's number 5. I can't even see what these, but not.
Yeah, it's hard. The way the lights are here, it's really hard to make out the numbers. But
no, I just can't see.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I know. I appreciate that.
Benefit of the doubt there, though.
I appreciate that.
Second and goal for Northside. 4:50 left in the third quarter. Jackson King stays in at tailback. Deuce sends 2 to the left. Dilworth's now going to go in motion. Deuce wants to throw. He throws a fade route all the way across the field, and referee won't get his flag out. He was taken down from behind.
The defensive back ran through him.
That was no doubt that was not going to be caught, but he ran over him trying to get to the ball. Third down and goal. Jackson King will stay in the game. That was De'Aaron Robinson. They came from the right side, went all the way across the back of the end zone, and Deuce tried to throw it just where De'Aaron could get it, but he overthrew him. I'd like to have seen a flag there, but didn't get it. Third and goal. Jackson King at tailback, Twins to the right. Deuce is going to send Jackson in motion. He takes the snap, goes to his right, going to keep it. Going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes.
Deuce wide. Good drive by Northside. Just kept moving the chains.
Yes, sir, they did.
Just kept moving the chains. Put some more points on the board. That makes it 19. 4:34 left in the third. You get in the Burton Pools and Spas red zone, Jeff, you got to get some points out of it.
Absolutely. And they did. And we said before this drive started or before North Little Rock kicked off that they need to answer with a touchdown, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, Deuce will spot this for Paredes. This extra point is sponsored by Cherryberry. 14 flavors, 50 toppings. I'll give you a number in a minute, let you call and get one. Good snap. Ball is put down. The kick is up and good. Score is 35-20. 4:34 now left in the third quarter. Northside puts points on the board and look good doing it. We're going to take a break. Be back with the kickoff right after this word. First National Bank of Fort Smith. Grizzlies Radio on Life 98.7.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to our community and customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National is still locally owned with local decisions, so we know our commitment continues. Proud of the past, excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Charging Wildcat Stadium in North Little Rock, Arkansas. 4:34 left in the third quarter. Northside scores, make the score now 35-20. Paredes will tee it up to 40, and he's not going to take his full run at it, Jeff. They're going to do something special with this. Paredes looks and wants to get the call, and he approaches now, and he kicks a short pooch kick. It's going to be caught at the 30-yard line and taken out of bounds. It looked like they even tried an onside kick, but he just pooched it, kicked it at 30 to the 30-yard line, and that's where North Little Rock will set up shop with 4:34 left, a 15-point lead.
Well, that last drive by the Grizzlies, 14 plays, and they held the ball for 4 minutes and 49 seconds. That's what you love to see as a coach.
Northside had some success holding on to the football in the last 2 football games. Chappell looks to the sideline to get the play. He's got an I formation, sets up under center. One receiver to the right side. He wants to throw to him. He's in a man-to-man. He's going to throw it way over the head. Good coverage. It was a smart move by. It was a smart move by Chappell because Deuce Wise, who's playing safety, it was definitely in pursuit of him. And Deuce you don't know how fast he is until he has to be fast. And then he can show you, and like he did on that last series where he was able to run down a receiver from behind, but didn't have to then, just a good play by Deuce. Second down and 10 from North Little Rock. Twins to the right side. He works out of the gun. He's going to keep it himself. Just 30-yard line. He is taken down by Greg Washington.
There he is again. That Washington has played him a whale of a game tonight, Buzz. He is all over the field. That was a loss of about, 3 yards?
But it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 now.
It's a gain of 3.
Twins to the left. Chapel works out of the gun. Got one back in the backfield, one receiver to the near side. He looks to the left side, throws it. He is hit immediately.
Don't tell me.
It looked like Greg Washington.
That was Greg Washington.
But Greg is he read that perfectly. And as soon as the pass was caught, he made contact. And he actually had to slow down a little bit before he hit him just to make sure that he didn't hit him before he caught the pass. Good job by Greg Washington. And that brings up a 4th down. This is the first time that Little Rock has had the punt. That's going to bring in Nick Burks. He'll take the snap at his own 15-yard line. Northside will put nobody back. And they're not going to do that as long as they're on their side of the 50 because fear of dropping a punt. The punt is off, and it is a high spiral, and it will come down at the 30 and take a big North Little Rock bounce down to the 12-yard line, where Northside will start 1st and 10 with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, down 35-20. They can make a football game out of this if they can get another long drive, put some more points on the board.
You know what that last series by North Little Rock was for the Northside defense, don't you?
But the last series was 3 and out.
Yeah, that was 3 and out. Come on.
Deuce, who is going both ways tonight, will bring in a play that is going to send 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. The ball is in the center of the field. Eli Bolton is your running back this series. Deuce gets the snap. He wants to throw. It's going to be complete at the Jordan Dilworth. He shakes the man at the 15. He gets up to the 18-yard line. He is taken down hard, but we talk about him being tough. He was hurt the first 3 games of the year, but he's taken a lot of hard licks since then and gets up from every one of them. Be a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4, 2:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Deuce looks to the sideline. Chad Frazier, the offensive coordinator, is in the press box with the headset on. He's making all the calls, and so far he's making some good ones. Deuce takes the snap, and he's going to give it to Eli Bolton, and Bolton's going to get up over the 20-yard line. Going to be short of the first down by a yard, a long yard. 2:09 left in the 3rd quarter. Going to be 3rd down. They're saying 2. It's a short 2. Ball's on the left hash mark. JT Thorne will stay in tight. The Aaron will stay in tight. They're in a bunch pass to the near side. Deuce works out of the gun. Need a first down here. Going to send Bosley in motion. He's going to keep it himself. Deuce will get the first down. He gets around the corner. He's going to go out of bounds.
Oh, come on. There we go. We got it that time, Buzz. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, brother.
Well, they're going to throw a flag on the sideline. It's a late hit after Deuce went out of bounds, so they're going to tack on another 15 to this. Good job by Northside. They can take the wide side of the field route. Had Devontae Bosley in motion, and Deuce just follows him. Had the option to pitch to it. They key on Devontae, and Deuce keeps it himself, gets it around the corner for a first down, then takes a lick out of bounds. So they'll mark this off, and Northside goes from bad field position to good field position.
Excellent.
Minute 41 left in the 3rd. The ball is at the 42-yard line of Northside, and Northside's not scared of North Little Rock.
No, they are not. They have not been intimidated at all.
They'll put the ball on the right hash mark. Eli Bolton will stay in at running back. The Aaron split wide to the left side. Jordan's going to be in the slot. Who's going to hand it off to Eli Bolton. He gets up over the line of scrimmage to the 45-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 3 now. It's going to be a 2nd down and 7. to take 3 or 4 at a time and just run this thing down their throat, and then all of a sudden throw a post route or a out route to Dilworth, let him shake somebody. Bolton goes out, Jackson King comes in. Ball's on the right hash mark at the 44-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Deuce wants to throw, and he throws it over the middle, and it's going to be overthrown. Good job, really, by Deuce. De'Aaron had some inside position there, but he had a safety coming over to help. And so Deuce felt like, hey, I'm just going to get rid of this. Let's don't throw an interception here.
Yeah, he made the wise choice then. That was he overthrew him on purpose there. That was, like you said, a very wise decision.
3rd and 8 for Northside. 58 seconds left in the third. North Little Rock has 35 points. Northside has 20. I'd like to see the chains keep moving here. Jackson King has come in at tailback. Deuce wants to throw. He gets the snap, drops back, throws a screen pass, which was read perfectly by North Little Rock. Jackson King never really got a chance to get a handle on it. Goes incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Jason Surface will come in to punt. He'll receive the snap at his own 30-yard line. Montgomery will retreat back to his 25. Tried to run the last one back in traffic. Didn't have a lot of success. Jason gets a lot of height on the ball, and he gets a good snap here from Hunter Lynham. The punt is away, and he kicked it away from everybody. The ball will land at the 20-yard line and bounce down to the 10, down to the 8, down to the 7-yard line, and that's what you like to see out of Jason. He's got the ability to kick it away from people and then get some roll with it. Great job flipping the field there for Jason Surface. 39 seconds left. Now in the third quarter, Northside down 35-20. You're asking your defense to do it again. They were able to get a 3-and-out last series, and you'd sure like to see them do it again. 1st and 10, the ball is on the 7-yard line. Chapel will work under center, one back in the backfield. He will hand that ball off. Tries to get around the right side, and he will maybe get 2 yards out of it before he's taken out of bounds.
Yes, it was in on that tackle, Buzz.
Well, was it Greg again?
Yeah, that was number 10, Greg Washington, and number 38, Joshwan Mays.
Joshwan had a pretty good game last week against Conway. He got quite a lot of playing time. Had a lot of substitutions last week. Guys were getting tired, and you had some nagging injuries, nothing that would cause you to miss any games, but just sit out a few plays. Joshua was able to get in on a lot. Good to see Greg Washington having the game he is. Pick up for 3 is now 2nd and 7. Twins to the left, one back in the backfield. Going to send a man in motion now. He's going to pitch it to his tailback, and he's going to be hit after a 2-yard gain. Was it Greg Washington?
No, it wasn't Greg Washington on that one. That was number 6.
Tyreek Adams.
Yeah.
Greg was there as well.
Yeah, Greg was there, but Tyreek, wow, what a play to come up and make that tackle.
3rd and 3. They're going to let this clock run all the way down. It's going to end the third quarter. North Little Rock will take a 35-20 lead into the final quarter. They have the ball at their own 13-yard line with a 3rd down and 4. We're going to take a break with them and be back right after this word from J.D. Byrider. Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
If you've been turned down by other car dealers, it's good to know that over 1 million people have gotten the green light at J.D. Byrider. We inspect and computer test each car, backed by our good-to-go warranty. You could get the green light. Apply today at gojdb.com. J.D. Byrider. It's the way to...
Now back to the action. Here's Buzz and Jeff.
Well, they'll switch into the field now. There's 12 new minutes put on the clock. Northside down 35-20. They are not afraid of this football team. They have shown it time after time. They've got a great opportunity here to try to get a 3-and-out. Ball's on the 13-yard line of North Little Rock. They will now be working from your right to left or from south to north. Northside needs to stop right here. Chapel will work under center. And like I said, He runs that power eye when he needs to get 3 or 4 yards. And they're going to try to draw Northside off, and they do. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Northside has done that 2 or 3 times to North Little Rock, and now they have had it done to them.
Yep.
1st and 10, North Little Rock at the 18-yard line.
Well, now they need to drop for a 5-yard loss right here. Payback.
Now Chapel will drop back in the shotgun now, and he's going to keep 2 backs in the backfield with him. Ball's on the left hash mark, and he sends one receiver to the short side. Takes the snap and throws it over the middle, or actually to the left side. It was deflected. Ball goes out of bounds, incomplete.
John, looking back there at that, the 2 backs he had to back, so that must be a good feeling for a coach that had 3 athletes of that caliber lined up beside each other.
Yeah, and they do have extremely good athletes. But
they do.
Chapel will work back now under center in an I formation, 2nd down and 10. He's going to pitch it to his running back, and that is Brandon. Brandon's going to get around the corner, and that was on the short side. He gets all the way up to the 40-yard line, where he is taken down after a 22-yard gain.
Number 11, Anthony Travis, getting up off the pile. I think that play, Buzz, was led by number 7, Cole Edge, but Anthony Travis was also in on that play.
Brandon Thomas showed some of his 4.5 speed then. Goes to the short side of the field, finds just a little bit of daylight. He's able to take it 22 yards. He'll spot the ball at the 39-yard line with a 35-20 lead and a fresh set of downs. Chapel will start in the shotgun, now get back under center, get back in the I formation, and he'll hand it off to Brandon Thomas again. Goes up the middle to the 45-yard line, and he is dropped there after a 6-yard gain. It will bring up now a 2nd and 6.
For 6, Tyreek Adams in on the tackle for the Grizzlies.
Joshua Mays will go out. Looks like Locke Stubblefield will come back in. 2nd down and 4, 11 minutes left in the football game. 1 back in the backfield. Chapel gets under center, calls the signals, and he's going to hand it off. He's going to be tackled after he gets over the 50-yard line down to the 46-yard line of Northside. That'll be another 1st down.
That's number 7, Cole Led, tripped him up, but he still was able to get another 4 or 5 yards even after that hit by Cole Led.
They're in Northside territory now at the 48-yard line. 10:49 left in the game. Have a 15-point lead. Have a lot to fall back on with all the weapons that they have. Northside's got to pull out all the stops. Do whatever they can here to try to get a stop, get the football back as quick as you can. 1st and 10 now for North Little Rock. Chapel back under center, sends the man in motion. He will pitch to him. That's Brandon Thomas, and he's going to be hit at the 40-yard line. He gets all the way up to the 35-yard line before he's taken down. That's another 1st down.
That was number 7, Anthony Travis, on the tackle, but not after he gained 12 yards, but he was hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's so strong that he just broke those tackles and kept moving.
You know, you see a sophomore that has that much talent, and you're not seeing Attaway much this half. I haven't seen him at all. That junior transfer from Little Rock Central, because Brandon Thomas is definitely taking control of the running game, and he's going to get it again. Time he goes up the middle, makes the move, kicks it out to the left side. He's going to be taken down at the 1-yard line.
I think
that was Attaway.
Yeah, that was Attaway.
Just as I say that Brandon Thomas was doing all the work, they bring Attaway in, and he almost gets the score. Takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line, but he was taken down real awkwardly. I think he is shaken up a little bit. They're going to go out and check on him. We'll take a break, too. We'll be back right after this word from Burton Pools and Spas.
Create the ultimate backyard experience with a pool or hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas. With 39 years in business, investing and spending quality time with your family has never been more relaxing. Burton Pools and Spas is with you every step of the way, selling the world's #1 hot tub, hot spring spas, Viking fiberglass pools, and Doughboy above-ground pools. For all your grilling needs, they also carry the Big Green Egg. Visit them at 6121 South Zero Street or on the web at burtonpools.com.
junior Oscar Attaway is still on the ground. He was taken down very awkwardly, and you just hope that he doesn't have a serious injury. Jeff, I hadn't seen him any of the second half. It's been all Brandon Thomas, the sophomore, and then as soon as I say it's been all Brandon Thomas, they bring Oscar Attaway in, and he takes it all the way down to the 1 yard line, but they're going to help him up now. And
and he's not putting any weight on it.
Yeah, he is.
That's not a good sign.
He is definitely hurt. Let's take just a second here to try to let somebody win a cherry berry. Let's write this number down, 479-783-1650. That's 479-783-1650. Be the fifth caller and win a 16-ounce cup of cherry berry. Pick one of your 50 toppings or 14 flavors. First and goal for North Little Rock. 9:53 left in the football game, and quarterback Chappell's going to try to do it himself, and he will. It's just a quarterback sneak. All he needed was a yard to get it in the end zone. That'll bump the score up to 41-20 now. 9:48 left in the football game, and we had an opportunity, Jeff, with a 3rd and 4. We jumped offside. The ball was their own 13-yard line, and they did the rest of the work.
They did, and it wasn't one person. It was by committee, and they've got the committee.
Savannah Melton will have this ball spotted at the 10-yard line. She's made all her extra points tonight, has missed one field goal. That was right at the end of the second half. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. Score is North Little Rock 42, Northside 20. We'll take a break. Be back with the kickoff after this word from Play It Again Sports.
Hi, this is Art Haynes from the Chiefs Radio Network, here for Play It Again Sports at 2817 South Zero Street in Fort Smith. Play It Again supports the Northside Grizzlies. Mention this ad and receive 20% off your purchase that day of any new and used sporting equipment. They carry baseball, football, wrestling, disc golf, and fitness equipment. Bring in your quality used gear for additional savings. That's Play It Again Sports, 2817 South Zero. Proud supporter of Northside.
9:48 left in the football game. North Little Rock up 42-20. They'll tee it up again. Kick it to Jordan Dilworth. Hopefully he'll be at his 6-yard waiting for this. Down 22 points. Northside has actually done a really good job on offense tonight.
I
just
think
had
so.
a couple of bad breaks, and they will kick it deep. Jordan will take it at the 5-yard line. That's 10. The 15, and he is met face mask to face mask, taken down at the 12-yard line. A little slow getting up, but he is all right.
So that's and he did those 4 guys down there, and even if that first guy hadn't gone, there's 3 more right beside him. He didn't have a chance on that one.
Referee will spot the ball at the 14-yard line. Northside will set up with the intentions of trying to get another score. 9:40 left in this football game, and you just feel like that, they're one big play away from
getting right back in it. Yeah.
Yep. This will set up in the gun. He has the ball placed at the right hash mark. Eli Bolton is the running back, and he will hand it to Eli. And Eli tries to get around the left side. He's at the 15. All the way up to the 20-yard line where he goes out of bounds to be a gain of 6. Now we'll bring up the 2nd and 4.
Something you're seeing a lot more today is coaches are pulling their centers. The center for Northside pulled in and knocked 2 guys out of the play. So that was a great job by
Hunter Lynham.
Yeah, Hunter Lynham. That was a great job by him to be able to shotgun snap that and get out there.
Darren Robinson and Jordan Dilworth will split to the wide side of the field. One back in the backfield. Deuce will take the snap and hand it to Bolton. Bolton has a crease. He's up over the 25-yard line all the way to the 30 where he gets the first down. I think Eli thought he was getting ready to go. He had a little bit of space right over the line of scrimmage. And
got 1 or 2 more steps, and he would have gone.
He tucked it in, and I think he thought he was going. But he did get a 1st and 10. Ball spotted 30-yard line of Northside. Working from left to right. Deuce sends one to the left, twins to the right side. Wants to throw it, looks to the right side, and he's going to throw it to Dilworth. And Dilworth tries to make a fantastic Sports Center catch. Actually, that wasn't Dilworth. That was De'Aaron Robinson. De'Aaron was trying to stay in bounds. He knew where the boundary was. Ball was just a little bit overthrown. Couldn't haul it in.
It's almost a good catch. Got his hands on it.
2nd and 10 for the Bears. De'Aaron and Dilworth will go to the far side of the field, which is the short side. Actually, De'Aaron will go all the way to the sideline. You're going to send Devontae Bosley in. He'll split to the right side. Now he's going to send him in motion. Deuce keeps the ball, tries to make a move. He's at the 35-yard line where he's brought down. Be a 3rd and 5 now after a gain of 5. Good move by Deuce right at the line of scrimmage. He wanted to go right, went back to the left, and got 5 out of it.
Got some good moves.
He's a running back at heart.
Yes, he is.
He's doing the very best he can as far as trying to get other players involved, pitch when he needs to. I mean, the instinct is just let me have the ball and do what I can do, but he is doing his very best, and he's doing a good job. 8:26 left in the football game. Deuce works out of the gun, looks to the sideline. Northside doesn't like it. They're going to take a timeout. 8:22 left in the game. 42-20 is the score. We'll take a break and be back right after this word from La Herta Grill.
Tonight's Northside Grizzly football game is brought to you in part by La Herta Grill. La Herta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. They always have daily lunch and dinner specials. They were voted best of the best live music, night spot, and Mexican restaurant in 2016 by the Times Record. They are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10:30. La Herta Grill, located at 400 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith, a proud sponsor of Northside Grizzly football.
Northside's got their offense back on the field. North Little Rock still has their defense huddled up. Getting some instruction. Now they're coming back on the field. There is a 3rd down and 5. 8:22 left in the game. Northside is down 42-20. Need to move the chains here. Deuce is not going to send but one receiver wide to the left side. Ball's marked, spotted in the middle of the field. Deuce takes the snap. He's going to fake the reverse. Now he's going to throw a screen pass that is almost picked off. A good idea, but it's just never, ever developed.
No, that's
haven't had a lot of luck with screen passes tonight. They're recognizing them up front, Jeff, and we're just nobody's really open.
Well, if your offensive line doesn't sell it, then it's not going to work.
4th and 5, Northside Circles will take the snap at the 20-yard line. Montgomery will drop back to his 30. The kick is on its way, and it's going to hit at the 38-yard line and bounce backwards. Go out of bounds at the 39-yard line of North Little Rock. They'll have a 1st and 10 with 8 minutes and 8 seconds left. Been one of those halves, Jeff, where you got points on the board, but you feel like you could have gotten a lot more.
Well, they had their chances, that's for sure. They had their opportunities. It seemed like, again, tonight they shot themselves in the foot somehow. Like I said before, that 3rd and 4 for North Little Rock deep in their own territory. They jump off sides.
Chapel has 8 minutes and a 42-20 lead, and he'll set up under center with an I formation. He'll hand it off to his fullback, who stiff arms the man and going to get all the way up to the 50-yard line. That should be a 1st down.
He stiff arms Box Stubblefield. Then he stiff armed Greg Washington. Washington finally brought him down, but he stiff armed Box Stubblefield, and just like he was 120-pound dirty dish rat.
Well, that is a 6'1", 165-pound sophomore that just did that, Jeff. He is new in the game, and he looked like he is a seasoned runner. Now, he'll stay in the game at fullback. Brandon Thomas will be your tailback, and he'll get the call, get the ball over midfield to the 45 down to the 44-yard line.
That was number 38, Juan Mays, and on a solo tackle there for the Northside Grizzlies. But not before North Little Rock gets another 1st down.
They get a head of steam built up like that. you make the tackle, you really just feel like, you didn't really accomplish a lot. He's still moving the chains, and you're going to have to meet him a little closer to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for North Little Rock, 7 minutes left in the football game. See Chapel quarterback, he'll start like he's going to get the shotgun, then he'll work his way up, get under center like he did then, and he's going to hand it off to Brandon Thomas again. Brandon's going to pick up 5, maybe 6 yards, bring up a 2nd and 4.
Joshua Mays and Tyreek Adams and on the stop for the Grizzlies.
2nd down, they give him 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Chapel looks to the sideline, wants to get comfortable with the play. They're in absolutely no hurry. 13 seconds left on the play clock. They'll let that dwindle down. Gets back under center again. Power I formation. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. He fakes it, wants to keep it himself. Takes it around the left side. He's at the 30 and taken out at the 26-yard line. Another 1st down. When you have a 22-point lead, then it just, if you have that much talent, it just seems like you have so many different options, Jeff, and the quarterback with 4.5 speed. He was able to fake the ball to Brandon Thomas, who's been the workhorse this half, take it around the left side, get another 1st down, look like you or I could have run with it.
Well, he's stuck.
Maybe you.
Yeah.
1st and 10 now, 6:07 left in the football game. Same formation. I formation, Brandon Thomas, your tailback. Chapel gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to the fullback. He's going to power his way up to the 20-yard line for a 7-yard gain.
Had multiple Grizzlies in on the tackle. I think number 10 is getting up off the ground again. Yep, Greg Washington in on the tackle again for the Grizzlies, along with number 91, Caden Washington.
Caden was injured this week. I don't think he practiced all week long.
Wow.
He's had a pretty good football game for what he's had to deal with. Talking about that center that benches 400, squats 650, and that's what he's been going up against all night long. 2nd down and 3 for North Little Rock. 5:28 left in the game. Clock's running. Play clock's down to 4. It takes the snap. Going to hand it off. He'll get up to the 14-yard line.
Number 7, Cole Eden, and number 36, Alan Infante, in on the tackle for the Grizzlies. You're right, Buzz. They're in no hurry.
What good football teams do.
Oh, yeah.
They're able
Absolutely.
to. They're just managing the clock now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they have a 22-point lead, 5 minutes left in this football game, and they're absolutely in no hurry. Ball is marked at the 14-yard line. I formation again. Ball is on the left hash mark. He is letting that clock run as far down as he can. It's down to 7. He gets back under center now, takes the snap at 2 seconds, hands it off to his fullback. He'll get the 7-yard line, and the clock continues to tick. Northside has 2 timeouts left. Not really sure when is the best time to use a timeout. Now when they're this deep into your territory.
They're letting the clock run down. Like I said, you only have 2 left, and they're going to let the clock do this on every down.
And you can't get ahead of the play it's 2nd and 4. So it's just going to run down. It's down to 8 now. 4:13 left in the football game. Same formation, I formation, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to hand it off to Brandon Thomas, and he get it down to the 3-yard line. That Brandon Thomas. You got to look at him for 2 more years.
Guaranteed. Number 6, Tyreek Adams. And again, number 36, Alan Infante, in on the tackle for Grizzlies.
Well, it is 1st and goal now. They'll start the clock back. North Little Rock 42, Northside 20. 4 minutes left in this football game. They are threatening to put this one way out of reach. Chapel gets under center, works out of an I formation, hands off to his fullback, and he'll power his way into the end zone for a touchdown. He deserved that. He's the one that worked his way all the way down to the 1-yard line. They give it to him. He scores 48-20 now. Savannah Melton will come in for another extra point. Tell you what, her leg is probably tired.
Yeah, but I think it's a good kind of tired.
Yeah. Ball's placed at 10. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Scores 49-20 with 3:47 left in this football game. We'll take a break. Be back after this word from La Huerta Grill.
Tonight's Northside Grizzly football game is brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. They always have daily lunch and dinner specials. They were voted best of the best live music, night spot, and Mexican restaurant in 2016 by the Times Record. They are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10:30. La Huerta Grill, located at 400 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith, a proud sponsor of Northside Grizzly football.
Weichert Realtors King Realty Group has served the Fort Smith area since 2005 and consistently offers clients the most well-trained, cutting-edge real estate agents in the River Valley with over 150 years combined experience in real estate sales and marketing. The current market is great, and now is the time to sell. Mention this commercial, and we'll give you a free market analysis on your home. Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000. That's Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000.
Welcome back. While we were away, North Little Rock kicked off, and they just kicked a short sky kick to James Clayton. He catches it with a fair catch at the 29-yard line. 3:47 left in this football game. Northside is down 49-20. Deuce will set up in the gun with Jackson King at running back. Now he's going to send Jordan Dilworth in motion. He gives it to him on a jet sweep. Jordan gets to the 40-yard or 39-yard line where he's taken down right at the first down marker. Close to getting loose there.
Yeah, not only can Jackson King run the ball, Buzz, but he made an outstanding block on that play. So he's a good blocker and a good runner. That's what
you do. And when you talk about Jackson King, I mean, he can go quarterback. He can go running back. He can block for you. He can be a receiver. He's just an all-around kid. He's willing to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
He might be do the color next week.
Yeah.
But you put on
your stock would definitely go up then if you had him up here. I'll promise you that.
They give him a first down at 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Deuce works out of the right hash mark. And the shotgun gives it to Jackson King. Jackson tries to make a move at the line of scrimmage, but his move went into a big pile of blue football players from North Little Rock. He's going to get 2 yards, though. 3 yards, be second 7.
Wow, he got 3 yards out of that. Beyond me, that was a good, strong run.
Well, Van Montre, who's been playing tight end, will go out. J.T. Thorne will come in. Jordan Dilworth and De'Aaron Robinson have gone most of the night. They always line up on the same side of the field. De'Aaron will split wide. Jordan will be in the slot. He's gotten a lot of jet sweeps out of that. They're going to give it to J.T. Thorne this time on a jet sweep. J.T. is going to get another first down. He's going to get it across midfield to the 47-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Stop the clock at 2:28. Got some danger there between Dilworth and J.T. Thorne. They're both extremely fast. They used J.T. Thorne that side from the wide side of the field, and he was able to get around the corner and get another first down. De'Aaron and Dilworth will split to the wide side, which is the right side this time. Nobody on the left side. One back in the backfield. Deuce is going to give it to J.D. on a jet sweep. He's going to get around the corner. That's actually Devontae Bosley who gets around the corner, but they're going to throw a flag.
There's a flag. What is going to be
It would have been another first down.
Hope that's not a block flag.
Holding. North side's going to move back. That is a holding call. Devontae Bosley went in motion, got the ball on a jet sweep, got around the corner and moved the chains, but somebody held. They're going to bring it back. 2:22 left in this game. Northside trails 49-20. doesn't seem like a 29-point difference.
It does.
Game, really. I mean, Northside has, to me, felt like they've been in it. They don't look intimidated. But it is 49-20, and there's only 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. Ball will be put down at the 47-yard line of North Little Rock. And they will have a first and 10, but they're going to send Bosley in motion. They're going to hand it to him going the other way this time. Tries to make a move, does get around the corner, but he's only going to pick up 3 yards. Defensive end, or the cornerback, was waiting on him, Jeff. And he tried to put a move on him and did enough just to where he can pick up some positive yards.
No, I don't want to take anything away from Northside here because they're still fighting and falling. But as you can see, North Little Rock is substituted pretty freely on their defense here. So, again, Northside's still fighting and still scratching. So, go Grizzlies.
Minute 47 left in the game, down 49-20. Ball's at 45-yard line. But North Little Rock Deuce wants to throw, and he throws it over the middle, and he's got a man wide open but cannot get him. And that was De'Aaron Robinson, who would love to just have one more step. If he'd have had one more step, he could have got a hand on it. And that's how close we've been all night long.
Yeah.
Just that one step. The one that Deuce really was on the money, Jordan Dilworth just couldn't haul it in. 3rd and 8 for Northside, a minute 34 left in the contest, down 29 points. Like you said, they're still doing the best they can. They'd like to get another score on the board. Dilworth will now split wide to the right. De'Aaron will go to the left side. Jackson King will be your running back. Deuce will give it to Jackson. Jackson goes around the right side, cuts up the middle, and he will get a first down. Good to see him running hard after that big lick he took earlier in the game.
Well, I think if you ask him, it wasn't that really big lick. It's just where it hit him. And when you get hit right there in right below your sternum with the helmet, that's hurt. Of course, now that'd be Jackson. That'd be what he'd say. I wouldn't. He
was hung out.
Yeah.
When he got hit. 1st and 10 for Northside at the 36-yard line. Deuce gets the snap. He hands it off to Jackson again. They're going to give Jackson as much playing time here as they can. He's going to pick up 4. It will bring up a 2nd down and 6 now. We're under a minute left in the football game. Playing for pride here.
Absolutely. And they haven't quit on either side of the ball tonight. They're just, North Little Rock's very big, strong, and fast team.
Who still works out of the gun, and he gives it to Jackson again. Jackson goes around the left side. He's over the 20 to the 15 and taken down. Takes 2 guys to get him down, but he gets it all the way to the 15. Another first down from Northside. 32 seconds now left in the game. They get the chain set, start the clock back. Jackson stays in. The clock now starts. Deuce looks to the sideline. They'd like to punch this in just one more time.
I'd like to see that too. 49-28 or 27 sounds about there than 49-20.
Dilworth and De'Aaron switch sides now. De'Aaron goes left. Dilworth goes right. Deuce is going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson shakes the man as the line of scrimmage gets down to the 10-yard line, but this one's going to run out on it, Jeff. It's 5 seconds, 3. We're going to call timeout. They're going to get one more chance at it. We'll just stay here with them. I don't know if they're going to bring a new. Looks like we're going to try a field goal here. Yep, that's what we're going to do. They brought the field goal team in. Deuce will hold. Paredes will tee it up at the 19-yard line. It will be a 29-yard attempt. This field goal is sponsored by Cherryberry, who we do have a winner on, and I'll announce that right after this kick. Deuce will put it down at the 19. A good snap. It is down. The kick is up. And it is good. That makes the score 49-23. That ends the football game on a 29-yard field goal by